Yo, this is the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man. Live on a Tuesday night. We are back from the Combine. Had a great total weekend on the Combine, man. Probably a total of about 24 hours on the Combine that we spent, man. Every play, every run, every 40-yard dash, every catch. But we're back with the regular show. Of course, you've heard in the news with the recent cuts that the Carolina Panthers have made or going to make. Donte Jackson, Hayden Hurst. We're going to talk about who may be next. The situation that's going on with Brian Burns and how that's going to work out. We're going to also get into that information. And anything else that's going on with the Panthers or any breaking news that'll start tonight, man. First up, though, as always, First Lady in the house, man. We got Claire Aries in the building. What's going on, Claire?
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Hey, you. We got my man in here from a show, Edgewise, man. Edge is in the building.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Yeah, man. The new member to the show, man. Our new cast member, man. New staff member. Straight out of Maryland. Y'all all know and love him, man. It's my man, Nick, is in the building. Nick, what's going on, bro?
What's good?
Nick, you are official, bro. You are official.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. Nick, how does it feel, bro?
Oh, it feels good, man. It feels good, you know.
Yeah, we gotta get you. We gotta get you to turn that volume up some more, though. But you know, Yeah, adjust your volume up just a little bit more, man.
Probably because I sat back.
Yeah. So look, man, we've been going back and forth with this Brian Burns thing, and we'll save that for last. Let's get into the more, some shit that we probably saw coming. The Panthers cut ties with Donte Jackson. They also cut ties with, they're going to trade Donte Jackson. They're going to try and see if they can trade him. They cut ties with Hayden Hurst, one of about 10 tight ends it seems like that we had. I'm pretty sure more to come. I don't understand why they started with him. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And so let's get into it. Claire, anything that broke today that shocked you? And this question is to everybody, man. And tonight, just freely talk. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait for me to come to you. We're just going to just talk freely tonight.
Anything that broke today that shocked me? As far as us goes, I'm assuming like Panthers related.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't say that it shocked me. I feel like the only one that shocked me, Donte Jackson didn't shock me when we heard about it. Hayden Hurst, I feel like that sort of did shock me, but I feel like Hayden Hurst might end up, even though he was released, I still feel like with the hit that he took with the excuse me for not knowing the medical term, but I'm assuming post-traumatic amnesia that he experienced, he could be released and ultimately retire. Don't know that, but with the hit that he,
He got hit in the hip. What did you say? Hip?
No, with the head injury he took.
Okay, the head injury. Yeah.
The head injury because he was having some memory loss or some amnesia afterwards. So that could happen. So as far as anything coming out, and of course we I know we just said we're going to save it to last. We ended up using the non-exclusive tag on Brian Burns. That doesn't come as a shock to me. I was going to say unless someone else wants to go, something that I will say that 704 Charlotte Bound, we do have a source that that has come to us fairly recently, who has connections with a lot of players and agents around the league, and we've been able to get some insight on some things going on off season for the Panthers. So I mean, I can save that until after everyone goes if you'd like for me to.
Yeah, man, we finally got a source with the channel, man. It seems other people, so we should be able to give you guys and bring you guys some breaking news sometimes when it happens. Don't ever ask us who our source is. That's top secret. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna
say, know that we have one. Working on the inside. So whenever news breaks, we hopefully we'll be breaking the news first, man, from any other podcast. You know what I'm saying? And we'll just keep it going from there. So if anything ever breaks, you know what I'm saying? If I have to go live by myself, I will break the news, or we'll break the news, and we'll go and do that. Yeah, man, I wasn't shocked by Donte Jackson. I wanted him gone. I don't mean it in a bad way.
Nick.
You do mean it that
Yeah,
way.
I don't mean it in a bad way. I don't mean it in a bad way. I really don't mean it in a bad way. It was his time, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially for what we paid Donte, he was definitely not living up to that money. He couldn't fight off the injury demons, and he stayed hurt. I always thought he was an undersized corner to begin with, and when he first got there, his first 2 years, man, we used to see him pop people. You know what I'm saying? And light him up to be so small, but then we also started seeing him get cooked a lot. And there was certain he struggles with route runners. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all that right now. If the deep ball he was better at, or you know what I'm saying, and he could, with his speed, he could like run you down or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or the short balls or like crossing patterns, he used to light guys up. But the guys who know how to run those routes, he struggled. And a lot of times, with deep routes, you know what I'm saying, when you got multiplayers and there had to be a switch, like sometimes he looked lost. You know what I'm saying? We saw what D-Jack looked like this past year, you know what I'm saying? Guys going deep on him, you know what I'm saying, Pauls, and he just couldn't catch up. couldn't catch up. I mean, I'm like something going on with his foot, and so I think he got a little slower this past year because of the injuries. And he
Yeah, it
probably
was.
tiptoeing out there, don't want to get hurt again, man. But Nick, Edge, tell me what y'all think.
Listen,
Yeah.
I was not surprised about anything. I think I saw most of it coming. I didn't know Hayden Hurst was asked to take a pay cut, and he said no, and he got shown the door.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things that was put out there on the radio today, is that they asked him to take a pay cut, man. He said no. So they just say, I mean, at the end of the day, the move only saves us what, $52,000 if it's not a post June 1 cut. So
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was some correction that had to come out, and I'll if you give me 1 second, Nick. I know Joe Persons made a correction on how or when he was cut or scheduled to be released, because there was some confusion on the cap amount that it actually saved us, and apparently that 52. I'm gonna find it before I speak on it. Hold on 1 second. I'll find
Claire,
it.
why are you looking for that though, Claire? I do have tremendous news tonight.
Ote.
YouTube has finally approved our memberships.
Noise.
Our memberships. Now you can be a member of the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man. And if you go down at the bottom, if you're on your computer and you see join, you know what I'm saying, it'll give you our scales. We have the gold scale for $2.99 a month. If you want to have the diamond scale is $4.99 a month, and you get we're gonna give you secret emojis, secret icons and things that you can use that other people can't use. And whenever we do something special, like showing things or whatever, you'll be the first persons in there, and probably the only persons when we do subscriber only things in terms of members. Then we have a last package, which is a $9.99 package, which is the platinum package, where you get everything for free. And if you're out of state or you can't get the games or whatever, we will be showing you the games every Sunday on us in 4K.
Yes,
Every
sir.
Sunday, you will get to see every game with us in 4K free if you have the platinum package. So obviously go with what you can afford, man. But the memberships are up. You can also buy memberships for other people. Man. But we look forward to that, man. And we're real geeked up about that, man. The memberships is here. The 704 Charlotte Show is doing big things right now, is what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are doing very big things. Now, for me, the Donte Jackson one, I saw that one. I prematurely saw that one coming. With the injuries and everything, with him coming back from the Achilles. I mean, yeah, that may have slowed his running down a little bit for him trying to chase people down. But yeah, I saw that one coming. Hayden Hurst, I mean, obviously, come on, that's a no-brainer with the head injury that he suffered. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if his agent told him, like, hey, it's probably best for you to go ahead and retire and think about your life after football, man. You don't want to be.
Well, let's not make it seem like we have news or something that he's retiring. We don't.
No, we don't. But if I was his agent, I'd be like, bro, look, if the doctors can't clear you, man, I say just post retirement, think about life after football, man. Because like I said, you don't want to be stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of your life because you took a too bad of a head injury. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't as bad as what Tua suffered, but still, life after football is way more important than what you get and than what you're doing during football.
And so, and as far as what Joe Person stated, to correct clear up some of the confusion, he did state on his Twitter that the Panthers can. So I'm assuming this is what they will do, because this is what's going to free up the most cap space. Designate him as a post-June 1st cut on the start of the league year, March 13th, which is 3 days before his roster bonus is due. And that would create $2.1 million in cap space, and it'll spread out the dead money over 2 seasons. So that's likely, it sounds like, what they're going to choose to do.
It's the dead money is $9.9 million. So if you do the post June 1, obviously you can spread it out over 2 seasons. So be about $5 million for each season. Yeah, just like I said, I mean, I thought that was the obvious choice for them to do because it's 2.1 rather than if we just cut him right now and take the 9.9 right now.
Then it's like that only saves you $52K. So what good is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and shout the people out in the chat real quick, man, since they so graciously came in here. Tim Estes is in the building, man. He said congratulations on hitting 2K. Claire said thank you. Look, we got Bitchikins came back, bro. Said good evening, man. You know what I'm saying? We shout out that man, for continuing to rock with us. You know what I'm saying? Be Good is in the building. Said, what's up, people? You know what I'm saying? And Be Good, you hang on, man. We're going to start letting some people in later. You know what I'm saying? Probably in about 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Mata Lomax is here, bro. It's in the building. You know what I'm saying? You know, and Ray is on the way. Ray is on the way, man. The long-awaited debut of Ray coming back is on the way, bro. So, lady, stay calm. He's coming. All right, man. We back. Donte Jackson, man. Hayden Hurst. So I'm trying to figure out why Hayden Hurst, why was he so upset about them asking him for a pay cut? Because it's just like if he's got those type of injuries, Claire, who's going to pick him up?
Oh, I don't know, man. It's just
that might have been why he was like, look, I'm not going to get another job, so I got to keep all this.
Well, and also, I mean, kind of like what Edge was saying, the life that you have after football is, just as, if not more important than your life during it. But, if he did sustain, and we don't know, I don't know, other than what was reported after his head injury, I have no idea what has affected him afterwards. Like, none of us do. We don't know. But it is possible that with asking him to take a pay cut, he's probably thinking like, I could have to revisit, this, what I've got going on medically, and you're wanting me to take less money. So that could have been, part of it. Not sure, but who was going to take him? Mm-hmm. Someone will probably, I could see someone signing him to the most league minimum. And at that point, he probably would have been better off. And I don't know this because I'm not sure numbers wise, but he might have been better off just taking a slight pay cut. And he probably would have gotten more money. But who knows? I don't know. I don't know. I would have to look at the numbers to know if that would be true or not.
Yeah, it had to be a pay cut for him because he didn't have he only had 2 years?
I think it was a 3 year. Signed him to a
3-year deal, so he only had this year and next year on the contract. So he really doesn't do much to try to throw money down the road unless you add void years, which then hits us with dead money after he's no longer on the team. So I think it was time to cut ties. Just like you say, you never know. That was a big hit that he took. He missed 8 games for one hit. So
yeah. Well, head injuries are serious, but when you start having memory loss, that's definitely time to kind of sit down and take it aback a few.
So I think it's I don't know. It really didn't surprise me. I'm thinking about who's going to be next, and I think the other person that Tawan wants gone will be gone next.
Look, man, look, check this out. As far as the memberships, we're gonna hit y'all with something real quick right now. So Be Good, you in here, Manta Lomax, all you guys. Ray said when he get up in here, he gonna start it off. He gonna put up 5 free memberships. You got to go to our YouTube page to claim them, though. You got to go to our YouTube page to claim them. But Ray's gonna put out 5 memberships. I'm gonna when we go live next, I'm gonna put up 5 free memberships as well. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be us giving back. And then, look, Be Good said, I didn't even know this. Is this true? Be Good said it was Bryce Young's fault that he took that hit.
I don't know. I don't remember the past, actually.
I was going to say, again, we'd have to look back at some film. That would be mad unfortunate if that was true.
Because if Bryce did that, man, then that's unfortunate. I'll be ready. Look, I really will be ready to beat his ass because, you done cost me my whole career.
That might have been some incentive to not want to, take a pay cut either.
But can I tell you something though? This is why veterans don't like playing with new guys when they first get in the league, man. Can I tell you that though, Nick? Nick,
I'm lucky.
new guys will get you hurt, bro. Rookies will get you hurt.
I don't like that. I don't like that saying that was his fault. That was, I don't know. I don't even know how he.
Oh,
how was that bad?
Oh,
Did his head bounce off the ground?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
I think that's what it was.
Let me see. He threw it.
He threw it high, but the hit wasn't that devastating. I just think
it was. So I think, and the reason why. So I think I don't want to say it was Bryce Young's fault necessarily. Hold on, let me watch this again.
The ball placement is probably was where he should have placed that ball.
So, but here's the thing. So he threw it. I mean, I guess you could say Hurst was more or less open, but Hurst also had like 3 guys obviously on him, ready to just smack him across the middle, and that's exactly what happened.
Was it a cut? You feel like that was a hard hit?
So I don't think it was the hit. I think it was because he got hit midair and he didn't catch himself. Yeah, so he hit his head. So I mean, I think that becomes a matter of opinion. I'm only looking.
Was it a slant?
No.
That's what I'm trying to see. Where I was watching it, you see. Let me see. He came. It was a slant because he came up. Or
if it was a slant, then it's definitely Bryce Young's fault.
No, it wasn't a slant.
It looks like he starts going up the field. He stops and then turns back and runs. What is it? A curl route then?
I don't know what this is. Let me see.
Because it does not look like it. I mean, it looks like a slant because he's not running in a straight line. He stops and then cuts his route. No. I also have a horrible. Everything's focused on Bryce Young at this angle too, so I have no idea. You know, Hayden Hurst.
I don't know what that was. That one.
I think it looks to me. It looks.
Hayden Hurst.
It looks. It almost looks like a curl. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a comeback. He looked like he was supposed to stop and come back to the ball.
And if he had to come back to the ball, then it's underthrown and it's still Bryce.
No, it wasn't. It was up in the air.
If it was a comeback route, then not necessarily. But it does look like he does cut inward slightly. That's why I thought maybe it was some kind of a curl.
It definitely was not. It was the ball was up in the air. Hayden could have caught it. The hit. I'm not gonna say it was a devastating hit because it wasn't a blow to the head. What the dude caught him clean, and he didn't get a chance to protect himself going down.
And yeah,
his head
he fell on his back and his head, like he fell back and popped his head. Yeah. And of course, it's on turf, not grass. I think. So.
No, that was that was a curl route. The way I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, because he was coming back to the ball. It looks like he was coming back to the ball.
It looked like he was coming back to it.
Shout out to JSU in the building. Shout out to JSU.
Yeah, so definitely not. I cannot say that was. I'm sorry, Be Good. You wrong on that one. That wasn't Bryce's fault because he put the ball up, and that was just an unlucky hit. And the way that he failed.
So Be Good said nobody want to take a pay cut from the Panthers, especially from a 2-win team, bro.
Hey,
hell no.
Hey,
people take pay cuts when it's going to benefit them down the road. Yeah, he's like, I'm about to retire.
Just take his $9 million. He can go. I mean, he still got that 9.9. He's good. He set him up for the kill shot, man. That was not a devastating hit. He got hit. He failed.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't a kill.
I guess. I mean, I rewatched it. I think the only unfortunate thing is that. How can I put this? I don't think that if I saw my tight end and there was 4 people that were obviously going to just do something to disrupt that, I would not have thrown it. I guess in a sense,
he threw the ball up high for Hayden Hurst to go get it because if you saw right to the right is number 57. If he had thrown that low, if he had thrown that directly at him, number 57 possibly could have.
Hey, guess what though? Guess what? I don't care no more. I'm taking up to myself.
I didn't want to say, man.
Hey, look, it's Makers is back in the building, man. He said, "What's up, family?" Shout out to him too, man.
Yeah.
So look, is anybody sad to see Donte Jackson go?
Nope. I ain't
Nope.
sad to see nobody go, man. We was a 2-win
It
team.
looked like a little behind though.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
what
just letting
about
you
Hayden?
know right now. You know what I'm happy about? I'm happy that we are in a place to make these type of moves
Mhm.
because I looked at some of these other rosters that were making moves, and I'm like, how are they going to even field 53 players?
Yeah.
How?
Because if you go look at Miami, they have 40 people on their roster right now, and they're almost they have maybe $10-15 million worth of cap space.
But this goes to tell you about how cheap the league is too, man. And like with all these bad moves, and this is why they had to give all those teams some more money. Because the way the rules are currently set up, Nick just said it, man. You could be on a team that could really not afford to be able to cut anybody, or you may just make that 53-man roster, or you may be in a position where you have to cut one of your best players off the team for something less of just to make the money work.
Miami has like 3 defensive tackles on the entire roster.
Yeah.
Or three
defensive
linemen.
Is that understanding that Wilkins is already going to walk, or is that with Wilkins?
I don't think they can afford him.
No, I know they can't. They're gonna. He's obviously not going to be resigned. But what I'm saying is that 3 total with Wilkins walking, or is that 3 total with
they're
him?
Not counting the 2 that they're not counting the 2 that were already about to hit free agency. They're not counting them. They're only counting the ones that are under contract.
So in other words,
look.
In other words, Miami needs to figure it out.
Miami's, as a matter of fact, you said you want a safety. They just cut their safety.
I mean, so did the Seahawks, but hey.
Well, see, let me tell you how to fix that. Let me tell you how you can fix that. But the NFL is never going to do it. But let me tell you how you really fix it. And y'all know this when y'all hear it. The NFL pays quarterbacks entirely too much money, bro. And it's the thing is, I do know like when something is set, when the money is set, and when the market is set, I get it. But it should only be for quarterbacks that are playing good. It's no way that Daniel Jones should have ever been paid that type of money with the Giants, bro.
You know,
see,
but at the end of the day, when you look at it, when you look at Daniel Jones' contract and you look at the other 3 contracts that were signed last year, they got a discount.
Right. But the thing is like when you start getting into the point where you're paying quarterbacks so much money, man, and then like fully guaranteed contracts and things like that, then it becomes a money problem where you can't re-sign people, bro.
You're right.
And then you're gonna find yourself in trouble with if you go to cut people, because then you're gonna be left with that black money. You know what I'm saying? With that dead money, it's just like I'm trying to tell you, it's about to get ready to become a monopoly. And see what the NFL thought they were trying to do was they was like, okay, so we're gonna give these teams some extra money or whatever. That shit is not gonna work. Because as long as y'all keep going by the market and not going by a player's worth, it's gonna always be like that.
Yeah.
So like even with the Brian Burns situation, I have no problem with y'all paying him by what he did. You know what I'm saying? So if 30 million in this thing, I mean, I don't think that Burns should get 30 million. According to the market, he should, but I don't think he should get 30 million. My thing is like this: if you didn't play well, I shouldn't have to pay you well.
This is what pissed me off about that right there. Just what you just said.
But don't try to make it seem like it's just a Burns thing, though.
No, it ain't a Burns thing.
It's not a Burns thing.
I don't like the fact that tags are equivalent.
They gotta get rid of the tag, bro.
Why should Josh Allen with 17.5 sacks be the same as any other defensive end they didn't get?
They gotta get rid of the tag, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave Burns out of it. I'm gonna just say if you got 6 sacks and I got 17.5, why should I get paid the same amount of money you get paid when I get tagged?
It's so many things wrong with the tag, man. It's also like this. You don't want to pay me, so you put me on a tag, right? And so I may get more money than I've ever made in 1 year than I've ever in football, right? But guess what, though? If my ass get hurt out here, I won't see no new contract.
Yeah, and that's what
Or
most
if I
teams
underperform,
fail to realize.
yeah, or if I underperform from what I've been used to doing, like Brian Burns, then they're gonna want to try to cut my shit.
So look at this. Man.
Man, look, when you're on a tag, you cannot afford to fuck up by not playing hard or out there on the field getting hurt.
But
it doesn't hurt the players.
Listen to this. I mean, it works out in some players' favor. It works out in some players' favor. Kirk Cousins is one of the richest quarterbacks in the NFL because
Kirk Cousins has finesse every team he's ever played.
And then he was
got the greatest.
Yes.
And then he was like,
I don't need the most. Kirk Cousins got the greatest agent in football.
Because Kirk probably tells the man, we don't need to get paid the most. Let's just get it all fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
And it's on a year-to-year basis.
That's the craziest thing about that. And you think about it, they're about to let him walk right now. They're about to let him walk.
Look, the dumbest team right now in the NFL is who?
The Vikings.
Huh?
The Vikings.
The dumbest team in the NFL is who?
I'm not Carolina.
Financially.
Oh, financially? Oh, that's
Help me out, Claire.
I mean, don't make me say our team because we're not the worst. I will say that.
You know we up. But listen, man.
I was going to say that.
Denver's
go ahead. I was going to say, other than Denver, I mean, outside of Denver, I mean, does anyone notice that? That's a trend. Anytime Sean Payton goes to a team, there's always some kind of crazy cap purgatory.
Always brings a lot of bullshit with him.
$5 million.
I mean,
and they're taking it all.
I would have got rid of him before I would have got rid of Russell.
So this is the issue with Peyton. This is the issue with Peyton. So Peyton's one of them people that try to fit a square peg in a round hole. He's not a bring my system to the quarterback. He's a you're gonna do this stuff the way that I want you to do it type of coach. And I don't think that because I think what's going to happen is Russell's going to go somewhere else where they're more quarterback centric, and he's going to probably ball out of control.
Yeah, I mean, I got some flack I think from Claire and Edge on Twitter. You know, I'm like, look, why would we not go get Russell Wilson if he wants to come here? Because we don't have to pay him shit.
Listen, so here's the thing.
We don't have to pay him nothing, bro.
For the league minimum, I do.
He's way better than Bryce Young. And guess what? His numbers were not horrible last year.
His numbers were not. He actually was better than he was the year before.
I see what's going to happen to him, though. The league going to try to figure out how to blackball his ass in a minute, though. I already know that's coming.
Why would they want to blackball?
It's still coming.
What the hell did he do? Did he need to get blackballed?
They're going to try to make it seem like he's got a poor attitude and the whole thing about him having his own office and everything when he was there, whatever. You know, I mean,
they're going to try to do the same thing that they did to Cam. They're going to try to do the same thing to him like they did to Cam Newton. That's all they're going to try to do.
All right. Yep. Hold on. I've got it. Eric Klaus, you act like we're the only team that pays people who no longer play for us anymore. Yes, we have dead cap. So does every other 31 teams out there. I don't understand. I understand we can't afford to pay our players. Never mind, look for an amazing corner in free agency to pay someone $11 million to not play for us. Do you know how many times we've done that? We were paying Christian McCaffrey to go play for the 49ers at one point. We were paying DJ Moore the same thing. I mean, it's part of this league, and we're not paying them anymore. But that's
is it 3 years that they can do? 3 players they can do the post June.
I don't know. Is there a limit? I didn't know that there was ever a limit.
I don't think there was a limit.
Well, either way, so here's the thing. But just to address Eric, I understand, but we also, I also have a big issue with continuing to keep and pay people on this team that do not contribute or pull their own weight.
Yep.
So if you want to make a case for Donte, I get it because Donte. There was at one point. I mean, Donte Jackson was lighting up people his first 2 years here.
Yep.
I can remember being in the stadium when he returned. I know it was for only 2 points, which is really upsetting.
But not anymore.
But when he caught that, return, when they were doing a 2-point conversion, I believe it was against the Saints. I could be wrong, and ran it all the way back.
No, it was against the Saints.
Right through him.
And ran it all the way back.
That stadium blew up.
It went nuts.
Tomorrow.
So again, like I said, D-Jack is a good corner, but at the same time, he has constantly battled turf toe. He just went out with, what was it, an ACL or something?
Achilles.
He had something going on with his knee.
It was
Achilles. Oh God, never mind. That's worse.
Yeah, I think that's what happened while he was slower. So, but this is the thing about it is Eric only looks at the dead money. You only look at where it says we have dead money. You look at the fact that it says we saved $5 million in cap space.
Talk to him.
I mean, dead money.
You gotta
it's
look
not go ahead.
The dead money is just the money that we owe him, that we still owe him. That's guaranteed. That's.
There's no escaping that. Yeah.
Hey guys, look, we're gonna look. We'll debate people in the chat, man. But one of the things is that we're not gonna just give people attention. This is the reason why we put the link in the chat. So you come over here and defend your point. If you're just gonna go on and on and on and write paragraphs in the chat, just come on here and defend your point. You know what I'm saying? We'd love to have you. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, welcome to coming to the show, man. It's slowly becoming one of my favorite guys, with great crisp debates. Great crisp debates, you know what I'm saying? I really like the way he holds his own when he debates, man. Look, shout out to my brother. Be Good is in the building. Be Good, what's up, bro?
Not much, bro. Just tired.
How you feeling? You always sound tired.
Look at JP.
That's my lifestyle, bro.
How do you feel about the news today?
Man, bro, I want to say, man, I blame the whole players. You remember when they had that lockout thing they had a couple years back?
Yeah.
I blame all them players, bro. You know what I mean? They should have put their foot down to them owners and said, "Nah, we ain't playing," because they could have tried to get rid of it. They all said they never liked the franchise tag.
They got them with the greed, bro.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, at one point you got to stand for something in your life. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't do it.
The thing is, the NFL plays players against each other. So whenever they're trying to,
bro, that's not hard to do.
Yeah. Whenever the older guys are trying to get something, whenever the older guys are trying to get somebody, get something done, then the NFL threatens to play the younger guys. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, and they'll tell the younger guys, "So we'll pay y'all," or whatever. You know what I'm saying, like that. You know what I'm saying, and it's just like they're not going to turn it down. The younger guys not going to turn down a chance to play and be on TV. So it's just like, look, man, that NFLPA is just like I love the idea, but those players don't work together, man. They all got their.
I realize that. In my sport, we don't work together. So I understand that point. It's just they had their chance. They could have took some certain things. Can I say they could have gotten everything? No, but they could at least try to get rid of the franchise.
But they know how to pit the players against each other. They know how.
I know, but the problem of that is what I'm saying is when it came down to it, like it was this. Be honest, the NFL got what they wanted. Like you said, they put people against each other. Like right now, we all know you shouldn't be playing on no turf. You know what I'm saying? It's only in America people get away with this BS. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember at one time soccer players, they wanted them to play on turf. And they said, we ain't playing.
Hey, look,
and what they do, they made sure they will always play on grass. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, they can do that too.
So right now is a major moment. The prodigal son has returned.
Really?
I'm looking through my binoculars. He's just getting off the plane. You know what I'm saying? He's walking over this way.
Louis bag.
It's the return of Yogi.
Had to stop and sign a few autographs.
Is he
Yogi
giving?
is in the building.
Yogi,
I was gonna say-
is
There he
what
is. I was.
Is this what fresh air feels like? Holy shit!
Yeah.
They had your boy locked up. Chad. They had me locked up in the closet, bro. Like I swear to God. Like
Man, stop.
that's why y'all couldn't find me. They had me locked up in the closet.
Look, we have been trying to tell people that we are not covering up murders and stuff over here.
Bruh.
Don't you start with that mess.
They're
Hey.
feeding me dog food, bringing me water every once in a while.
No, they
They
wasn't.
had me in the closet.
Look, you enjoyed that Taco Bell and liked it. Stop the cap.
Yogi, hey, listen, check this out. This is what I love, man. This is what I love about chats. When people stand on all 10 toes, you know what I'm saying, and you invite them and they actually come to defend their point. So I'm going to let this man come defend his point. We called him out. He's here. Eric Klaus is in the building. What's going on, Eric?
Hey, what's going on? Nah, I totally get the dead cat versus what they're saying we're saving and all. But if you're only saving 6, he's a $15 million man. You're paying him $11 million not to play for him. You don't have any cap to pay the players that you do have. How are you going to pay another $15 million man when you're paying him 11 not to even play for you?
I mean, well,
You're killing our cap. You're killing our ability to pay anybody because you're paying all these people who not to pay.
so
If
what's
I
going
may,
to end
real
up
quick,
happening today? What's going to end up
basically
happening?
what's happening right now, Eric.
Hold on, you're both talking.
Oh, sorry. Basically, what you're seeing right now is the repercussions, I guess you'll call it, of the salary cap increasing. It's basically allowing teams to continue to make stupid fucking decisions like this and then just cover it up with the salary cap. Like the salary cap is going to continue to rise, and they're just going to continue to be able to fail and have deals like this fall through, and they'll just be able to throw it in the back and stretch it out over the next 2 years. Like, do you think the Broncos are really hurting when they're stretching that out over 2 years? Like, yes and no. Like, yes, they might not be able to go get the top tier guys now.
Yeah, that's 80.
But
That's
like, it's
$85
not.
million.
I guess let me put it this way, and we've all heard this as Panthers fans for year in and year out. That Saints somehow figure it the fuck out, right? So at the end of the day, like, dead cap isn't as big of a deal as it really everyone's making out to be. Like, so like again, it's we, and especially as Panthers fans, bro. We have been paying players that haven't played for us for years. This is
It's
nothing
been
new.
killing us.
I'm like, this is commonplace for us at this point.
Actually,
And it's been killing us for years.
You know, we ain't been nowhere near as bad as since Hurney got up out of here. Hurney had us in dead cap hell for years. It hasn't been as bad.
Shit, again, Gettleman wasn't any better.
Yeah, Gettleman just didn't. Gettleman didn't clean up the mess that Hurney made before he started making more mess. So that was what I mean. It did. I mean, if you look at Donte's, the reason that we owe him $11 million is because they added 2 void years onto his contract. So at the end of the day, which is why we owe him, you owe him $4 million next year, and you owe him, I think it was like 5 or 6 this year. So that's what it ends up being, that $11 million that you have to pay him. It's cap gymnastic, as they call it. I don't know, man. It's just the nature of the beast.
Okay, look. So I'm seeing Eric. Eric looks like he disagrees. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see what Eric's talking about. I see what he's talking about. He made sense with his point. But Eric, it sounds like you're disagreeing with what's going on.
Totally. I mean, to me, it's just more of the same old stuff that's killed us for years over and over again. And I was hoping when Tillis come in, they said they were going to make better decisions as far as the cap goes. And I'm not seeing better decisions. I'm seeing more of the same old stuff that's killed us for years. And it's disappointing to me.
I mean, let's be honest with you. Donte was okay at best. So do you keep an okay player on your roster when you can try to maybe get a little bit younger?
I mean, we don't have the money to get younger, though.
Yeah, you do. You got plenty of money to get younger.
Not really. You look, we can't even afford to sign Luwu and Burns and a few of our other players.
We can afford to sign Burns, but we can't afford to sign him at $30 million a year. That ain't gonna happen.
Facts.
But what I'm saying is we can't even afford to sign our players now. Never mind go out there and look for a better player in free agency.
Can I play devil's advocate? I mean, how many of these players do we really need to fucking re-sign, though? I mean, let's be honest. This is a 2-win team. So, like, I mean, let's also keep it. Let's be a little realistic here. I know it's a Panthers team that we're talking about and we just want to keep everybody because we love our team. But like, let's be realistic. If we were looking at this from outside in, I'm sure all of us here in this room right now could look up and down this roster and be like, yeah, he can go, he can go, he can go, he could stay, he can go, he can go. Like, but again, it's our team, so we're reluctant because, like, and I'll use Donte as an example. I love Donte the guy because he just what he's done and what he could have been and yada yada yada. But when it's all said and done, if I was looking at this team from afar, I would look at him and be like, bro, that's an injured, riddled player. Like, why are y'all paying him? But he's a Panther, so we're like, shit. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what comes in it. And Twan has said this for years. Like, we just get enamored with a guy because he's got black and blue on. Like,
I'm not like that at all. I'm looking at statistics, what he's done, and then to make my point easier, take a look at the $6 million they said that we're saving from him. What kind of corner are you going to get for $6 million? They're going to be garbage.
we're
You're not going to get a good
You're going to
corner.
be looking at a lot of those vet minimums there, Eric.
Yeah, and
Man,
the
we
other
don't
thing
get
Not
nobody.
going to get somebody better than Donte for $6 million though.
So listen,
That ain't happening.
Let me
But
take.
I mean, we ain't getting nobody.
Let me say
Pretty
this.
much, they killing ourselves.
I'm gonna say this one right here.
I mean, bro, right now as a franchise, we just a joke right now. That's why I say
We
it's gonna
are.
take like a
okay,
7
but
to 10 year
guys,
process.
Yeah,
and
we are.
So,
right, and that's exactly, which is why this is happening. We are not a win next season team. We're not. So that's where a lot of this
Fact.
is going to come from. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Do not be shocked. There are going to be moves that are made that may even be questionable. Right now, let me ask y'all this. Can any of y'all tell me what our identity is right now as a team?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, we don't have one.
I can
But
say
can
here,
I also
just a
say,
running
Claire,
team. That's it.
part of it also. I'm
that's
sorry.
that's
Go
not
ahead.
well. That's a well. You
I mean,
wouldn't
I'm
have
just
guessed
saying in
that last
general, we
year.
just gonna be
Yeah,
a hard nosed 2000
yeah.
year 2000 team. That's it. That's the
Well,
best possibility we can be right now.
well,
So
and that's
if I can add in quick, I'm not
go
100%
ahead,
sure where
Ray.
we're going because these obviously the coaches are new, but just from listening to Dave, obviously he
Mm-hmm.
says he wants to be smash mouth. He wants to play great defense. He wants to run the ball. He wants to be able to hit the play action from the run. And he's basically saying like, unless we establish the run and everything else I want to do, we're not going to be able to do. So we need to play good defense. We need to have control ball. But like, I don't know if we have all of those type of players on this roster right now. We may not. I don't know. So it's too early in the process. But at the same time, I still couldn't sit here and just look at the roster and tell you what we are, like what our philosophy is, what I'm saying. Like
Well,
I couldn't tell you.
and it's not even so much about philosophy. Culture left this team a while ago. For a brief period of time, we thought for a brief period of time we thought we were getting it back, and it hasn't been the same since. I would love a lot of people hate on this man, but you have to admit the moment Cam Newton walked out this building, a lot of shit changed. When Luke retired, it left.
That was the
When
gun
they
That was the rest of it. That was the rest of it.
That was
know,
Look,
when
check
Greg-
this out. Let me tell you where I can meet Eric halfway and meet you guys halfway. I know how to. I think I know how to fix this. I'm really look. I don't care if Donte Jackson comes or goes, obviously, because of his production. But this is the thing for me. I want to kind of keep him because look, I don't want to pay him for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I understand Eric with the dead money. But my thing is, if we was to keep him, we should have kept him and put him at the damn slot where he should have always been playing. He's getting killed on the outside,
since the beginning
bro.
of his career.
He should have
saying that since the
He
beginning
should
of his
have
career.
never been an outside DB. He should have always been a corner in the slot, bro.
Yeah.
Always.
And
Hey, look, let me go ahead and bring
that's
two
where he
more
killed
people
it at
on right
He
now.
should always been that because
And that's where he was at LSU, and we saw him play very well in LSU. So that was always a head scratcher for me.
Hey, real quick,
Can
man.
I say this?
yeah.
So
My
look,
fault. Go ahead, bro.
We got C-Dog in the building, and we also got Ray the Man 32 is back in the building, man.
What up? What up?
What up?
Hey, what up, man? Real quick, man. It feels so good to hear Ray Pavone voice. I haven't heard it in a while. You know what I'm saying? Ray Pavone.
Hey, I appreciate that,
Ray,
C-Dog.
hey, Ray, speaking that real shit, but real quick though, man. Like my man, I don't know who said it, but we are doing the same shit we've been doing since Tepper been here. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did y'all try to trade this motherfucker during the season? Like,
already
man,
cussed everybody out on the team right now, bro.
Trade
man,
him.
I'm so over this team right now. Like Claire said, we don't have a fucking identity. You know what I'm saying?
But
We
C-Dog, let
don't.
me ask you this though, C-Dog, before you even get started today. C-Dog, do you like anybody on this team?
I was gonna ask that. Like,
Look.
No, you saw he
Man,
paused. You saw he
oh,
paused. C-Dog, name a
look,
player on this team that you like, that you really like.
I'll tell you, the only people I would keep and pay on that defense is goddamn Derek Brown and Louvu. That's what I'm saying. Like, man,
oh yeah, you
man,
got to get Luvu.
Hold on, man.
You got to
Wait a
get
minute.
Can't
Luvu.
Can I
just
say
keep
this
two
Really
one?
guys.
quick, can I really
Can't
quick? I
just
just want
keep
to
two
chime in
guys.
real
I
quick.
mean, can I say this?
Go ahead, Ray.
Real
Let
quick,
Ray
5
talk.
seconds. 5 seconds. Holy shit, how have the mighty fallen? Like, you realize we were all sitting here singing the praises of Jeremy Chin and nobody talks about this dude no more?
Hell no, he got to go. Now he can
Yeah,
go.
he's
That's what I'm
gone.
saying, bro.
Wait,
and
Just
I
that,
2
mean,
years ago,
they don't know how to
Claire, I
use
feel like
him.
you and I were going,
I mean,
2 years ago, we were
can I
saying,
say
like,
this?
this guy is a major part of this defense, the X factor, blah, blah, blah.
Get
Here
out
we
there.
are,
We're
like
not
2
going
years
to talk
removed
too
from
much.
that. We're like, yeah, he can go.
Yep.
Hey,
Like,
why ain't nobody saying this?
That's
If I
true.
may
what
ask,
That's
happened?
true.
hey, but
why
Ray, hey, my bad, but real quick, hey, Ray, but I told him the last time y'all went live, they had Chin playing linebackers, got them first year. You know what I'm saying? He lost a year of learning the safety position in the NFL. You know, then
Hey,
Evero come in and bench him. Like, man, I can't sit here.
hey,
I can't blame shit
his
on Chin.
defense. It's his defense.
why can't y'all just say this? Why can't we just trade everybody away and just start completely over so we can
It's
Because
not
understand what
possible.
we're gonna try to
It's
do?
not
Fire
possible.
sale.
that's
Yeah,
not
It's
because
not
possible.
there's
I
got
possible.
to
mean,
be
I'm talking
somebody
about,
who
man. You
wants
got to
to
get
leave.
rid of Burns. You got to get rid
There's
of
got to be
Frankie.
somebody
You
that
got to
wants
get
to
rid
leave.
of
Everybody always want to
Brown.
get rid of some damn body, bro.
You
Listen,
can't.
I mean, I'm saying you got to start completely over.
You
Looking at
can't.
this team, we
You can't
got
do that.
holes on both sides of the ball,
You
But
defense
can't
look,
and
do that.
I think.
offense. This ain't no
Yeah.
quick fix.
Okay. Yeah. We
so
got
look,
I
even
holes.
if you
We
want
let
got
to say
holes
Bird
one
handle,
thing. I
everywhere.
want to say one thing. So everybody
one
was
at a
talking about this. Like,
time.
so one, Wichita hasn't even left the roster yet. They're going to try to trade D-Jack before they cut him before the 16th.
You ain't getting nothing for DJ. They had him
But
on the trading block all year.
at the end of the
If
day,
we
they
ain't
can
gonna get
try.
nothing for him, then he got to stay, man. He can't. We can't just leave
nah,
him
man,
there.
I'll take a goddamn fifth round for that motherfucker. Somebody else gonna take up the goddamn
Yeah,
contract.
Nah,
you're a
bro.
Panthers fan. That's why.
But see,
But if
No,
you
look,
go,
all these
but
GMs, all
listen,
these
What are you
GMs are gonna
supposed to
just sit
get
out there
for him?
and wait, though, guys. Like that's the thing. Like we see this shit happen every year. 9 times out of 10, when you hear of that player, like, oh, well, they're gonna try to trade him or release him by this date. 9 times out of 10, that dude just gets released by that date because the other teams
Yeah,
are sitting around where they're like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna take my shot on this dude hitting the waiver wire or whatever. I'm not gonna give away, even if it is a 4th or a 5th or a 6th, for somebody that's most likely gonna hit the market. So like, I guarantee you,
nobody's
Donte.
gonna do business with the Panthers.
I'm about to say, the way I
Nobody.
look at it,
Facts.
Dante's gonna hit
Facts.
the street. Dante's gonna hit the street, and we ain't gonna get shit in return.
I'm here to
Exactly.
tell.
So
I'm
my
here to
thing
tell
is,
right
keep
now
him and put him in
they
the
will
slot,
do
bro.
business. It's not. It's just not going to be business that the
It's
Panthers
not
are going to
gonna
want to
benefit us.
entreat.
It's not gonna be good business, Claire.
Yeah.
hey,
Well,
real quick,
trust me. Trust
It's
me.
gonna be. It's gonna be
I already
boring.
know. I've already heard. Like I said, I've got some things to tell y'all, but I've already heard a few things. So just I've already heard a
real
few things.
quick. Since we let goddamn Dante Jackson go, and that's another thing. J.C. Horn ain't played a whole goddamn season since he been here. So who the fuck goddamn
Yeah.
gonna be on the opposite side of J.C. Horn? And then when
Hey,
J.C. Horn bitch ass get hurt, who the fuck goddamn gonna be on the goddamn field?
somebody gonna
And
get
Like,
hurt.
saying
man,
that,
we dumb as
That,
fuck, man. I'm
and
sorry, man, but
saying
we are dumb as
that.
fuck,
see
man.
dog. See
proud
dog.
about
God
somebody
Hey,
damn,
having a
man.
look.
You gonna cut
See dog.
Dante Jackson? Who the fuck goddamn gonna play then? What the fuck y'all
Dante
goddamn
Uh,
Jackson?
doing? And
Hold on,
Dan
Jarvis
Morgan
is playing
Tom, man,
better.
Dan Morgan don't know what the fuck he goddamn doing. Man,
I'll tell you.
Canelo don't know what the fuck he goddamn doing.
Y'all
Everybody
got
don't
bro
forget
going.
the
Y'all got bro
Seahawks.
going.
I'm sorry,
But
man, but
check this
look,
out. The,
the
who's
Seahawks,
going?
man,
See, no,
Canelo's wanting to be
let
the
me speak, bro.
Seahawks.
Let me speak.
My,
Let me speak. The person
my
we're gonna
bad, man.
the person that's gonna take D-Jack's place is the dude who played cornerback the best last year.
Hill.
And now it's Troy Hill.
So listen, but to
Man,
go back
Troy
to
Hill old
Eric's,
as fuck,
I
twice.
got you. But he balling.
He's
He's
But
giving us
he
more
ain't no fucking
productive
know
than
the fuck he
D-Jack.
know, man. He
no.
fucking 33, 34 years old.
Hey, it
I
don't
don't
matter if
care.
you're productive,
It
bro.
don't
If
matter.
you're
You're
productive,
productive. You're productive.
I'll tell
If you
y'all
don't
right
if
yeah.
now.
you're not
I'll tell you
look
right
good,
now. No. So real quick, I'll tell you right now. They put Troy Hill ass out there. He's not gonna be getting goddamn burnt all goddamn next year. I
no,
Just like
promise
it,
you.
just like
it's not
DJ
gonna
did,
happen.
just like
It's
DJ
not
did
gonna
last
happen.
year.
It's not gonna happen.
That'll
Listen,
it don't matter.
That ain't
nah,
gonna
listen.
happen
God
anyway.
damn,
So
man.
let me
What
say
the
I'm
this.
fuck
trying
are
to.
we
Hold on.
doing?
Hey,
Can I
see,
ask you a
I'm
dog.
trying.
question?
Hey,
What is that?
Hold
100%
tight.
true.
Listen.
Let me say
So
this real
look,
quick,
listen.
Quan.
I'm trying to get Eric back in. I want everybody to have a chance to speak, man. So Eric, listen. Do you agree that Donte should go into if we were to keep him and put him in the slot? You know what I'm saying? Somewhere where he could be better at, and then keep the dude on the team, man. Because right now, listen to this. This is where I do agree with Eric. Letting them go don't mean shit for us because guess what? We're not going to win next year anyway.
No.
So you might as well look. If anything, let Donte Jackson do something, and maybe he becomes a better player playing in the slot. And then if you want to go get rid of his ass, now somebody's want to trade with us. But but look, we can't keep right on talking about cutting everybody. That's not how you build a team, bro. You got to
No.
cut people wisely. You can't just
Yeah.
get rid of everybody. Or all you're gonna do next year, C-Dog, is complain about the new people who come in.
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying, man. Right now, we don't have we don't have no healthy
Shout out to
DBs.
Kristen Ledane too. She said the only motherfucker
What?
C-Dog like on the team is Sir Purr. That's it.
Shit, I fuck with So Per.
Who
That's what I'm
I
saying,
mean,
man.
I
We gonna let
mean,
Lou move
looking at
out. Man,
I
we
can't
fucked, man.
breathe,
We're
bro.
fucked.
Hold
We're
tight,
I'm
hold
fucked.
tight,
dead.
hold tight, hold tight. Hold
that
tight.
there?
I
I
gotta bring
definitely agree with you on
another
the position.
mastermind to the show. I gotta bring another mastermind to the show. You know, I'm waiting for this conversation for us to get into this burn shit because I know it's gonna be firecrackers. But listen, y'all know him. I love him over here at the show. We just did a one-on-one together with him. Put y'all hands together, man, and welcome Panthers Prime to the show, bro. What up, Prime?
What up? What up?
What up? What up? How y'all doing, man?
Yeah, I seen you, bro. Listen, I seen you went live, so forgive me. Like I didn't see that you went live until we started. I usually don't like to go live with my friends or live, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want us to bump, you know what I'm saying, with the subscribers, especially if I know people on both shows come to us. So understand, I didn't do that on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Twan, listen, my
No,
brother.
I got you. But look, man, we got some fugazi ass dudes out here that'll go live with no respect and show zero respect, bro.
No,
Yeah.
Twan,
It's
you
not
got to
me.
finish that sentence. They'll go live with the same fucking
The same topic.
tag and everything, like show name, everything.
Yeah.
It's
I
fucking hilarious.
understand. Yeah, I understand, and hey man, listen, my brother, I didn't feel no type of way. I didn't even know, man, and if that ever happened on my end, trust me, it's never intentional. I just, because I drop charter buses, so I can only do it when I got free time, which normally is late at night. So, I try to get in where I can
I'm just
get
saying
in.
we don't work like that over here. We don't do that.
Thanks.
Some people do that shit on purpose.
Yeah, nah, it's all good, man. It's all love over here, baby, for real. It's
Man, I ain't
all
gonna say nobody's name. I'm gonna be quiet tonight.
No, you can say
I ain't gonna stir. I ain't stirring the
Hey, the
pot
bro said he
tonight.
gonna be quiet. What?
you ain't gonna be quiet a
Man,
day in your life.
I'm just ain't gonna stir the pot tonight, man. For
He
what,
about to have me
man?
tune out. Hey,
Yeah,
he
man.
said he gonna be
Motherfucker already know
quiet.
what it is.
I just
We
want y'all
know
to
each
be
other,
realistic,
bro.
man.
We
You
know.
already know how
Hey,
motherfuckers
look,
moving out here.
We are
yeah, we
not
know.
one player away.
Yeah.
We are not one player away from winning a Super Bowl.
So
So
let
at
me
the end of
ask
the
Prime.
day,
Let
Go ahead,
alone
Dave.
the only way
division.
to clear up this cap issue is to start getting rid of some of the fat. You got to.
Got you.
You don't.
Hey,
If you
Yeah.
don't.
the show is called Trim the Fat, bro.
If you don't.
We
If
gotta
you
start
don't.
trimming the fat, bro.
Yeah,
If
you
you
do.
don't get rid of the fat, what you're gonna end up with is you're gonna end up having to pay them that money later on, sooner or later, anyways.
Right.
Hey, listen, Prime, it's very little protein on this team, bro.
Oh yeah.
Very little protein. We gotta
Yeah.
start trimming the fat, bro. It's just a big. Have you guys ever seen people who eat like I think down south they eat pig ear sandwiches?
What?
Ever seen-
Oh
yeah,
my
they eat
God!
pig ear sandwiches in Jackson,
No,
Mississippi.
nigga, we eat pig brain down here, man.
That pig
Big
brain.
I don't
brain.
know. I don't know if that's any better, C-Dog,
That's
but
all
okay.
fat.
It is. That's a delicacy in the country, man.
Hey,
Goddamn that pig brains and goddamn
hey,
Oh my! Hey,
my
and eggs
my
and
pastor
grits.
say, hey, from the rooter to the tutor.
Well,
Hey,
goddamn it. Hey, them motherfuckers don't know. Them motherfuckers don't know nothing about that shit.
Listen,
Look,
listen to
Hey.
this.
we're
We're not getting ready to talk about all the
I ain't
disgusting.
eating no pig brains.
Yeah, we're not going to discuss all the nasty, disgusting things.
Look, man, if you never ate pig brains, don't say it ain't good, man.
front
Till
of
you got
Eric.
that tried
We're
now.
not going to do that shit in front of Eric, bro. We're not going to show him how gross we are.
I mean, I live in the South. I see it every day. People
Okay,
eat some nasty stuff down here.
bro.
I mean-
First of all, I hate the pig, and everybody knows why. But I wouldn't eat it. But half the shit that y'all call delicacies down here,
No.
we don't have to live like this no more, man. We free.
Hey, Bertha,
Man,
we ain't gotta live like this no more.
Yo, city boy, that's
bro.
why.
Hey, he said,
Yo,
bro, we ain't gotta live like this no more.
Well, I say the same thing, bro. I'm from here. I don't eat none of that shit that be eaten.
Yeah, all this.
Hold on, man. Like people out here eating rabbit. Rabbit good for you, nigga. Rabbits don't eat nothing but good shit.
Bro, there's a difference between eating rabbit and eating goddamn doo-doo shit. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up in South Carolina, and I could be honest, but my parents are from Detroit. They were all born and raised in Detroit, so a lot of the real Southern shit, me and my brothers, we ain't grow up eating. But I could be honest and say it's the difference between rabbit and pig, brother.
Yeah,
yeah, boy, it's a difference, dog.
The pig is the filthiest animal on the planet, man. I don't know.
No debate there. No debate there.
You know, they eat their own. I'm not getting into that. Let's get back to football. Hey,
Oh,
look,
yeah.
man.
Hold on, twat. Well, I love me some pork ribs, man. Beef ribs, all right, but nigga ain't nothing fucking with no pork ribs,
beef
nigga.
ribs are the best,
Say not going there,
Beef
bro.
ribs are the best, bro.
Boy, stop. It's not the same, dog. It's not.
You know, I know it's not the same.
He
Beef
just
ribs
say
are
not
the
going
best.
there.
Bro, I like I said, I can't stand that stuff. But those same people won't eat Chinese food and stuff. I don't understand.
Liver mush festival.
Oh my god!
Ain't eating that either.
Make it, oh God,
Yo,
make it
ain't
stop.
no way.
Oh, I fuck with that liver now. I don't know nothing about no mush, but got the liver and onions. Liver and onions and rice. Man, I'll fuck that shit up. Liver, onion, and rice, boy, that shit be banging, boy.
Don't care what nobody say. Sea Dog one of those country people.
Hey,
Yeah, boy, I'll fuck that shit up. Boy, a motherfucker know how to cook that shit in that gravy. And them onions. Man,
we
look.
got to call Sea Dog Pop.
Bro, I mean, we found out the person who eat chitlins, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
Prime.
Twan, yeah, what up, man?
And guess what? Sea Dog gonna do after he eat all of that?
Oh yeah, he going straight to the
He'll light
toilet,
up a
bro.
blunt.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, you already know it.
on the toilet,
On the toilet, trying to like, man, what did I just eat?
Yeah.
Y'all boys don't know nothing about no good eating, man. Y'all boys don't eat liver and onions.
Bro.
Hold on, man.
Hey man,
Hold
I'm
on, sir.
say this, man. When y'all eat that type of food, y'all never get locked up. Like
Yeah.
you never had that locked up feeling.
Locked up from what? Nigga, y'all out here eating McDonald's and bullshit. That shit how you locked up.
I don't eat McDonald's. I eat fruits and vegetables, my dude.
There you go. Tell him, Prime.
Yeah.
Man, we have spent way too much time on this. Let's get back to football, bro.
I'm just saying, y'all motherfuckers talking about liver and onions. Y'all tripping, boy. That shit slamming.
I just want y'all to know. I'm gonna say this one last thing.
Fucking said no one ever.
These people from the South, man,
Not
got
now,
furniture made out of something. I don't know what they made out of.
Man, Pepper Prime, if I made some of that shit, you and Twan goddamn be turn that shit up. If I made some, if I made some liver and onions and don't tell you what it is, you think it's some goddamn Salisbury steak or something, you be turning that shit up.
Well,
If you don't tell me what it is, I'm eating it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, see, dog, I'm from Miami, Florida. I don't just eat anybody food.
Yeah, bro.
I'm from the city, kid. Yeah, we don't do that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't do potlucks like that, bro.
Nah, I ain't doing that. Yeah, when they bring the food to the job,
at home,
I walk right past it. Yeah, if it ain't,
I'm with y'all with that, bro. I don't eat other
That's
people's
like
food.
alligator, fried alligator. Y'all boys,
Alligator, awesome.
Alligator is not
I
the same thing as pig, though, bro.
Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something. Y'all boys don't eat no food, man. Y'all out here eating bullshit, talking about goddamn gators. Come on,
I'm with you on some of that, bro. But like I said, I didn't grow up really like I grew up in South Carolina, but my parents, they from the city. They from Detroit. So a lot of that real country shit we wasn't eating. We gotta have a line somewhere.
Hey, I bet Sea Dog eat fried mud if they put some seasoning.
Nigga, sandwiches talking about it's good eating.
My
Hey,
nigga,
mix it with some sweet baby rays, Twan.
Yeah.
y'all boys ain't never ate no snow before. You know you can eat snow. Y'all boys ain't from the country, man. Y'all boys ain't from the country, dog.
We keep trying
Oh
to
my
tell you.
gosh, bro. It's alright,
Gator's
T-Dog,
different
bro. It's
though.
alright,
Gator's
bro.
Cajun.
Dog out here eating shit sandwiches. Talking about it's good eating.
Oh
I'm
my
telling you, man. I'm telling you, if I man, y'all, I cook some of that shit. Y'all tear that shit up. Y'all tell me y'all don't fuck with oxtails. Come on, man. Oxtails got them be slamming,
Oxtails
boy.
is beef, bro. Everybody eats oxtails.
I don't eat
Well,
oxtails.
oxtails is
my
good
whole
though.
life.
I
You
ate
just-
oxtails.
Look, America just really kind of found out about oxtails because y'all was not always eating oxtails until they try to make it famous.
Yeah,
Man,
I've
stop. I've been fucking on oxtails, boy.
all my
I
life.
literally just got some at my new job. Like they fed us my first couple weeks there, and one of my homeboys brought some
Can we talk
oxtails
about
or whatever.
whole? Can we talk
Good
about
Hey, you
shit.
whole
fucked them up. Hey, you fucked them up, didn't you?
Hey, boy, wasn't that left on that plate?
T-Dog.
Hell yeah, goddamn it.
We done talking about gross foods.
T-Dog, have you ever been to Whole Foods and ate at their at their
Never.
bar?
He don't even know what that is.
Man, I don't eat no Whole Foods, my nigga. Come on, man. I don't eat no Whole Foods, man.
Bro, it'll fuck his stomach up.
That shit might
You ain't
tell him
used to
again.
that.
Might fuck my shit up. Might fuck my
Man,
shit up.
hey,
He don't know
T-Dog
what
still eat
Whole
at
Foods is.
Piccadilly's. T-Dog, you still eat at Piccadilly's?
No, I never ate that shit. That shit trash, dog. That shit.
Yeah,
Nigga, I'm a
what?
country boy. I
He
like
said he
real
never
good
ate
food.
it. Then he said it was trash. That means he
It
ate it.
is.
Oh, you an old country buffet type of dude. I got you, man.
Yeah, you give me some goddamn. I'll tell you who got the best buffet breakfast. Goddamn, go to Corral. I don't care what none of y'all say.
Man,
They got everything for
That's
breakfast.
gonna kill you. And then you say Golden Corral.
Golden Corral, kid. I'm done.
Now, Golden Corral is all processed.
All processed, bro.
Oh,
They eggs
all
water.
the way.
They come out of a box, son.
All they
What
do
you
is
talking
heat
about?
up everything. I know because I used to
Man,
work.
stop it. Boy, they breakfast, that shit be slamming, boy.
Man,
I don't know about Golden Corral. I don't know about Golden Corral for breakfast, but they food do be slamming.
Yeah, them boys, y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping.
We done.
Look,
I
see,
ain't doing
dog,
that for
I eat
breakfast,
5
though.
stars. I done ate Mastros too.
Hey,
Come
man,
on now.
it's
Come on now.
2024, man. You got to expand your
Listen.
palate a little bit, yo. It's
If I'm
2024,
muting
man.
you, that means we done talking about that bullshit. Back to football. Nobody came here to hear about no liver sandwiches
Yeah.
and that shit.
Yes,
Let's
let's get back to football.
So listen, let me go. Donte Jackson, Hayden Hurst. Let's just go around the table, man. Who's next? I'm gonna start off with Eric Klaus.
Miles needs to get gone. But I ain't even finished replying earlier on the Donte Jackson thing. I agree with you. I agree with you on the position. Use the man where he needs to be position wise. But on top of that, that's not even going to happen with Troy Hill because Troy Hill ain't replacing him. I mean,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna have to in a minute. I'm gonna have to shuffle one of the guests out because we got people trying to get in here. But
which one?
We're keep it moving right
Which
now.
one? I'll be real quick because I gotta leave in like
Okay.
10 minutes.
I mean, Troy Hill right now. Troy Hill right now. They're planning on replacing Chin with Hill. And me personally, I love Chin, but if they're not gonna use him, then they need to trade Chin.
They don't know how to use him.
They don't know how, and they don't want to.
But look,
I have a Jeremy Chin jersey.
I'm getting sick and tired of saying
Man, stop buying jerseys, man. Don't buy no more jerseys, man, until you motherfuckers get their shit together, man.
My jersey's old.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing Chin get cooked. I'm tired of it. I'm
My
tired.
Man, it's not his fucking fault, man.
It is his
It's not his fucking fault. They got to play a fucking linebacker and got a rookie season.
Yeah, let Prime go because Prime about to be up, man. Prime this floor.
Nah, man. Listen, man. Evero showed us that he can move this defense right along without a Jeremy Chin. So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, he's. I'm not gonna say he's a nobody, but he's a non-factor as far as being here in Carolina. Now,
I'll use the word expendable.
okay, that's cool. We can use that word, but I mean, or we can use dead money. You know, that's another good one too.
So how much money did we pay Von Bill, Pastor Prime? How much money did we give Von Bill? I know you know.
You said how much money it take to get Von Bell?
No, how much money did we give Von Bill?
Oh, I don't know.
He was cheap.
I don't know. I can't think of the number right now. I
He
got
didn't
so
give
much
him no
numbers in my
bag.
head.
If that's what you're asking, he didn't get a bag.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
He did, man. What I'm saying, we didn't even need no Von Bill. We already had Jeremy Chin. Like, man, we dumb as fuck, man.
Von Bell, listen. Von Bell signed a 3-year, $22.5 million contract, including a $5.8 million signing bonus at $13 million guaranteed. So it's not awful.
I'm saying, but look, we already had Chin though, so why we gonna pay this motherfucker?
Because he got cooked all year. See,
but look, man, what the fuck did Von Bell do this season, then, Twan? That nigga ain't supposed to got that screen.
Way better than Chin.
Man, stop it. Man, stop it. A waste of that's a waste of fucking contract, my nigga. He ain't do shit.
C-Dog don't like nobody on the team, but the people he do like are constantly getting cut.
C-Dog, do you like CJ Henderson?
Oh God.
No, we shouldn't even trade it for him. Man, we're fucked on defense for DBs. We're fucked next year. We don't got no DBs.
You realize we had one of the better defenses last year, right?
Man, stop it.
What are y'all arguing about, man?
I mean, Jeremy Chin's he's a free agent anyway, so I mean,
what are y'all crying about?
He's acting like we have one of the better defenses last year.
I mean, I can't say that.
Depends on what statistic you look at.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't say one of the better, but our defense was a limelight on. It was one of the few good things about us last year. They saved us.
I mean, it was just cause
we won 2 games, man. Come on, man.
Points. Let's be real. Our defense wasn't that great.
Let me put it into context. The defense was one of the better defenses last year, and obviously until the second half, where Bryce Young was so many 3-and-outs, the team eventually gets tired. Ray, how many times have we talked about this before with defenses in the past, where we had these inadequate quarterbacks that couldn't keep the offense on the field? How long do y'all think the defense can last out there going 3-and-out, 3-and-out, 3-and-out with the offense? And then when they wasn't going 3-out, then Mr. Pick 6 out there, number 9 out there, pick 6 in every other damn round, and then you got to go back right after the next play. That defense was on the field. I think we spent the
way too often
on the field than any other defenses out there. We spent
way too often.
Hold on.
You've been saying that to me for a good 2 or 3 seasons now. Like that's been the problem with our offense to defense.
You gotta keep the damn defense rested.
Like our defense is out there so damn long, and on paper, our defense statistically looks great. But when you're out there for 80% of the fucking game, like you're gonna tire out. Like you can play lights out ball, which is there's so many instances where they played lights out ball for like 3.5 quarters, but then eventually they just got fucking tired because like they beat out there for long drives.
I mean,
we go out on offense, 3-and-out.
Y'all missing too. I mean, I get all that, and I explained that too. That is a big factor. But when you look at all our players, except for Browns, Burns, and Louvu, everybody else on that team had a PFF grade. Like that was literally the lowest starters in the league. So I can agree on that point, saying, they had a better offense. Could they been slightly better? But when it shows the PFF, all our players, our best players, were playing with the sorriest starters in the league. So.
But the thing about this,
I'm not saying our defense wasn't the best thing we had, but to sit there and say we was a top defense, I think it's kind of stretching it a little bit.
No, quick. Well, let me just say something real quick. I was at the Jacksonville game last year. You know what I'm saying? Now we lost to a fucking backup. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear nothing about this goddamn defense, man. Come on, stop that shit, man. Them defense don't like that.
See, obviously,
I just said on the PFF grade. If you look at the PFF grade.
This is what I can't stand about debating with Panthers fans. Y'all just totally overlook what I just told y'all. So it's like
I disagree with you. I just said that plays a factor.
The best defenses in the first half last year.
Hey, real quick.
Tell you.
Hey, look. Hey, take this into consideration too. Last year was our first year in the 3-4.
So that don't mean nothing.
C-Dog knows this.
Hold on. But look, real quick.
It was our first year in the 3-4, and we didn't have the personnel to make it work. But our defense, they made it look all right. Like, to be honest, we only won 2 games, but
C-Dog knows this because he can't stand Bryce Young. He'll say,
Bryce Young
is not really running the offense, and he's terrible. So why are you not taking that in consideration with the defense?
But listen to me. Real quick. Let me say something real quick. when Ron Rivera last year here, he ran a 3-4 defense. We were like top 5 in sacks. You know what I'm saying? Everett came in with the 3-4 defense and didn't even do the same thing with
You want me to tell you?
Rivera.
See,
Hold
though,
on,
you're not
sir.
making
Hold
a
on,
point.
sir.
You're
I
not
am making
making
a
a
sentence.
point. So does
First of all,
somebody want to tell who
oh
was
my
on that
God.
defense? Does
He
somebody
didn't have
want
the
to tell
same
him who was
caliber of
on that
players, bro.
defense?
He didn't have the same caliber of players.
Please tell him. Does somebody want to tell C-Dog who was on that Ron Rivera defense?
I'm gonna say that's not the same roster.
Lou?
It's not
Still,
even
what I'm
close.
saying is, man, Burns rookie year, he was playing.
That
We playing a
defense was
3-4 defense.
stupid.
No, it wasn't because K Stewart was injured the whole year. And we couldn't stop the run, Twan. Because we
That
had got them
defense was still better
Dontario
than our
Poe
defense.
and we had
No,
got them
right.
Derek McCoy.
No,
We
right.
was top 5 in sacks. But we won't
Hey,
top
but
5 in
listen
sacks
though.
this year, though.
Hey,
Come
listen
on, man.
though. So
We
somebody, hey, look, correct me if I'm wrong on this. So wasn't it a gap between Rivera's 3-4 year and last year when we did 3-4? We wasn't in the 3-4 that whole time. We went back to a 4-3.
We did. We did.
So you got it. So you had new coaching, and you had new coaching, and you had a different roster. We didn't have the bodies up front to really make that work for the 3-4.
They asked Rivera why was he going back to the 4-3. That you
No,
remember that whole thing.
Rivera never went back to it. He got fired.
Yes, he did.
Everybody
Yes,
got
yes,
that back
yes, he
room.
did.
No.
Yes, he did. He went back. He went back to it mid-season. Yes, he did.
I don't know about that part, but
And you
That motherfucker. No, man, no. First of all, Temper wanted the 3-4 defense. I thought we ran the goddamn 3-4 defense. I thought we were change that shit to a 3-4. Come on, man.
Each other.
either way, you also have to remember too that Rivera was. I mean, he was there for how long? They had
9
probably
years.
some of the same players. So I mean, and this was a whole brand new coaching staff. Whole new ideals, whole new everything. Comparing this to Rivera is not that. That's not a good comparison.
No,
it's not.
I'm just saying, Claire,
That is
we were top 5 in sacks. We were top 5 in sacks when we had Rivera running the 3-4 defense. Even though we couldn't stop the run, we were top 5 in sacks.
Well, look, my mama is 51 years old with arthritis in the hips. She could have got 100 rushing yards on us, bro.
Well,
So I don't give a damn about them sacks. Okay.
Look, to be honest with you, man.
Broke up
You over
on
here
the first
looking
play.
at
One more yard.
Man, Evero ain't that dude, man. I don't like Evero, man.
You said Evero's not that good.
C-Dog don't
Man,
like
he's all right.
nobody, Prime.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
can't
like
say that.
You said
nobody.
Evero's not that good.
He's
Yeah, I
not.
can't say that.
Oh,
Everywhere,
see,
everywhere he
like,
was
come
at.
on.
Bro.
Why the hell you think they kept him? Why the hell you think they were worried shit like if this dude was gonna say, nah, I don't want to be here then?
So why? So tell me why he didn't get a head coaching job,
Bro,
No, listen,
Evero is probably one of the most classiest dudes I've ever seen in my life, man. Going through the stuff that he's gone through, not wanting to take the head coaching job mid-season, staying with the Panthers, not causing what some podcasters that I saw that have big followings, locker room distraction. They said he was going to be a locker room distraction because he has half of the team already on his side. Bro, that dude's a class act, man, and he's a professional. And the reason why they kept him was because he performed. He was the highlight of the Carolina Panthers in 2023.
The reason why we kept him is because God wouldn't let him go. Everything that Hawk performed, he resisted.
Hey! Y'all
So
all
real
talking
quick,
at once.
So why didn't we make him the head coach then, Prom? Why didn't they bring in goddamn Dave Canales' ass then?
No. You missed what I just said. I said he's a class act. Evero is very calculated. He understands that he's put together not one but two great showings on bad teams. Remember, he was with Denver, and now he's with the Carolina Panthers. If he does it again, there's no question asked that he's going to be a shoo-in for a head coaching job next year at a pretty good location, possibly.
But why Temper ain't making the head coach though, Prime? That's what I'm asking you.
Chill out.
I just said that he probably didn't want to do it because he's a smart guy. C-Dog, he's a smart guy.
The job either.
If he would have taken his job, he probably would have been like Airbnb, who has to go to college now. Like, you got to think about the later future, situations that's going to pop up. He'll have 3 good years because I'm assuming that the Panthers defense is going to be as good, if not better, hopefully this season. So
we're gonna be trash.
Okay, well, that's your opinion.
But we're gonna be trash for a
Man,
couple of years, bro. Why are you
Yeah.
like if you angry now, bro? Do you have a damn heart attack next year?
Man,
Hell yeah, you better have a whole lot of goody powders and heart medicine at the crib.
Bro, you need all the weed now, bro.
Right now. Y'all
I
gotta
don't.
look at
I don't
we're gonna
agree
be
with
soft
that.
for 5 years, bro.
I don't agree
5
with
years
that.
we're gonna be
I don't-
soft.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think you guys gotta get the old way that the Carolina Panthers have been doing things out your mind. Like you gotta hit the control alt delete.
Bro, explain it to
That's
me.
what I
Like
was hoping.
right now, with Bryce Young, he showed absolutely nothing. You agree with that? We
I
had no
don't.
draft picks.
I don't want to do no more
I'm
Then
not.
drafting.
next following year,
I'm not talking
we
about that.
don't draft well. So hopefully we draft
No,
well.
no,
This is gonna be, like I
right,
said, at least a 5 year process.
You didn't say you
right,
don't
right,
draft
Unless
right,
this
right,
being
right,
relevant.
right. But here's the thing about it. You're equating what we've done with Marty Herney, Dave Gelderman, and Scott Fitterer, and you're projecting that onto a Dan Morgan, which you've never seen.
Bro, he was part
before.
of the reason. Now,
Yeah,
that's the
he's
reason
part
I
of it.
equate that.
Part of the reason he don't make no decisions.
Exactly.
Bro,
That's what I'm
he's part of
saying.
the GM
I'm
position.
Maybe
When
he
you part of
didn't
the
want to
GM position, you go
Okay.
down with the ship.
If you're an assistant, does the assistant have say so in what happens, or do he assist? Yes or no?
Not at
Which
all.
one?
I say this right here.
All
If I
person
played in
has
the
some type
NFL,
of
if you
say
wanted
so,
my
Rob.
input on certain things and they still went the wrong way, yeah, that's not on him.
But
But
look,
right now,
Dan
we
Morgan
can't
came out.
clarify exactly what he was doing.
I
Only
can
thing I can
clarify it.
say,
Go ahead,
I'll
Claire.
clarify it because it's real simple. This is real simple. What did David Tepper tell you that he was going to do? What did he tell you? He said he would veto anything.
Facts.
So stop
but what's
telling
that
me
got to
that
do with
Dan
him
Morgan.
picking up the players? I mean, he could have been like the
Who
players.
said
He like,
that?
okay, we want these players right here. It could have been the same. He could have been the line. We don't know. Only thing we said, well, I just didn't really agree with what Fitterer said.
Okay.
Anybody could have said that.
Okay, well, be good. Let me ask you this question. For what you've seen over the past 24 to 48 hours, is that moving in the same direction that we've been moving in as the Carolina Panthers, or is it in a different direction? Yes or no? Which one?
Okay, you can say that, but we still got a lot of holes. We got to
Yes or
see.
no?
I'm
So
not saying.
hold on. So two things. Hold on. So two things right here automatically make you feel like, oh, we're going in the right direction.
Be good. I just want to yes or no. Are we moving in the same direction that we've been moving in the past 6-7 years, or is this a different movement that?
Okay,
that
my answer is you can't sit there and say it's the right direction. So at this point of
But
thing,
we're
you
not
can't
saying
say
it's right.
it's good
We're saying it's
or no.
different. We're
I
saying
understand.
it's different. There's a difference between.
Okay, well, I answer his question. Different doesn't make it right. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, listen. When
let me answer it.
anytime anybody got to deflect and answer the question the way they want to answer it, that just shows me that they
Hold
know.
on, Pro, let me ask you a
Bro,
question.
you can't even answer. Hold on. Bro, I say it's gonna be a 5 to 7 year process. You over there say, well, I disagree with that. I can lay down the line. We don't draft well. And our whole entire thing as a Panther, we never drafted well. Right now, we got a quarterback that can't even throw 20 yards down the field, which we already know. Hold on. I didn't try to cut you off. So, hey, let me talk. So we got a quarterback that can't even throw 20 yards down the field. We already know defense is going to play us. We don't have the draft picks. We don't even if we have money right now as a franchise. We last on everybody's list just to come here. Okay, we got a first round pick. You trying to expect me to believe as a Panthers fan? As long as I've been watching, now we're gonna start drafting well, and we're gonna turn this around in like 3 years. Are you telling me that?
Yes. Let me step in with that. Let me step in with that. I know exactly what Prime is saying, and I know what B Good is saying.
Right.
Prime is telling y'all, listen, if you can't look, sometimes you can will negativity around the team. Prime is telling y'all, listen, we didn't draft well, but those are old regimes. We got a new one now. So you got to wait and see what they do first before you can go after this new regime. What Be Good is saying is that the Carolina Panthers are giving us no reason to believe that they're going to do anything good with this team in the future, especially since Potato Head is still the owner of the team, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I understand both points. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, no, honestly, Twan,
you got to have to get
broke that
these
down.
guys back to the point where they trust this team. But at the same time, this is a new regime, and we can't blame them for what past regimes done.
I mean, you missed the point. I said I can't, but we was part of that old regime. I mean, let's be real. If you in finances or anything like that, if you was part of the crew that brought you at an all-time low, you usually don't promote the guy. be the president or CEO of the whole thing. That's why I'm looking at it sideways. Now you can sit there and say, "Well, you weren't really part of this," but me
I do know that
looking at it, I can't sit there and say, "Okay, I'm looking at it side eye."
I do know that Dan Morgan did not have a lot of he didn't have no decision makers. And then one of the first things he came out and said when he took the position was it was a lot of people that those past regimes took that he would not have taken.
Facts.
He did not bite his tongue when we got him.
Facts.
Real quick, let me say something. I mean, that's where you're missing my point, saying anybody could have said it. Just like, hey, when he was with Seattle, he would say, hey, I was part of that scouting thing. We know Pete Carroll was actually the one making them picks because when they came out, the GM was like, now I can finally make my picks. So you can't sit there and give them all the credit in the world when everything's going well, then say, oh, no, I'm not part of the thing when everything's not. I'm saying when it comes down to it,
but
he was part of that problem.
Yeah, but
I mean, y'all can have hope. Like me, I've never been a thing. You got to show me.
Yeah, but be good.
When it comes down to
it. Be good. That's exactly what you're doing right now. You're saying, why are we putting our faith in Dan Morgan when he was a part of that regime that got all these bad picks? That's essentially what you're saying right now. But just in reverse.
Okay, was he part of it? Yes or no? He was part of it. He was part of the problem.
Real quick. I think what they're trying to say is that it ain't that he's shitting on him for those bad picks. I think what he's saying is because we have been consecutively bad, even though this is a new regime, yes, but us as a fan base, we have had to witness the consecutive years of bad football. He's saying he's waiting until it's put on display and we get, we play some games, whatever, until he actually can build up his hope. Until then, he's not going to waste his time.
Well, look, I'm more on Prime side with this, and that's a great point you just made, Ray. I like what you just said, but I'm more on Prime side. Listen, it's a newer regime. I like this regime more from what I'm seeing that they may do. I don't know what they're gonna do, so I don't have no trust in them. I'm gonna tell you that. But I gotta have.
Be really new though.
Right. No, I'm talking about in terms of Morgan, and then I like that we got a younger coach. And one of the things that I loved, and y'all can't tell me y'all didn't love this. I never seen a regime here so far where a bunch of ex-players that are really good come up to that GM and say anything you need.
Facts.
We'll be here for you. They didn't do that shit for no Matt Rule. They didn't do it for Reich. They didn't do it for any of them coaches, bro.
Yeah.
But this guy who plays for the team, they know him. They did that for him. And I honestly think he's going to utilize Thomas Davis in some way or Steve Smith in some way or whatever, as long as he just don't take
Man, I don't need Steve Smith's goddamn opinion. We already done just goddamn Mingo sorry ass.
Yeah,
Stop that shit.
I was just about to say that.
God damn.
As long as they don't take draft. As long as
decaf, brother, decaf.
Hold on, man. Let me say this. I want to ask the Panther Prime question real quick.
I'm gonna need you to stop coming for Smitty's throat, bro. Chill.
Nah, man, fuck that shit, man. That's why we got that sorry ass motherfucker right now.
Go ahead, Ray.
But real quick, I want to ask the Panther Prime question about the.
Go ahead, Ray. Y'all guys gotta listen up, man. This is Ray first night back. We gotta let him talk some, bro. Go ahead, Ray.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, I'm chiming in where necessary and needed.
I want everybody to like just one at a time, bro.
My bad, man. I want to ask the Panther Prime question. I got him and be good going back and forth. I want to answer the question about do we see any change or anything?
Yes, when he answers it, don't try to rebuttal.
No, I just want to get here. I'll let them talk about 10 minutes about this shit. In my personal opinion, I don't see any change because we got that about to cut Donte Jackson. We doing the same shit we been doing.
Are you serious? Man, ask Prime your question, bro. Donte Jackson.
Listen to me. If we cut Donte Jackson, we're going to be paying a motherfucker who not here no more. What we been doing. Okay. So I can't say Dan Morgan ain't doing nothing different from the old motherfuckers. That's all I want to goddamn say. God damn.
I want to say this while y'all keep saying that. Every team does that. Every team does that. You cannot pay everybody. Donte Jackson has not consistently been on the field any season since his rookie season. So I don't know where y'all are misconstrued at. I don't understand where that money that they gave him in the first place, they should have never gave it to him.
Facts.
They should have kept freaking
Bradbury. They should have paid Bradbury, but they paid
No.
I'm not
Thompson.
talking about that.
Me,
You
They
go
should have
Gilmore,
just
bro.
kept 1 year deal in
They
this
should
dude.
have kept Gilly.
One year deals.
They
1
should
year
have kept
deals
Gilly.
is how they should have attacked this.
They
1 year
They
should
should
have
have
deal.
kept Gilly and let Donte walk.
Yeah, that's what I said. Gilmore. They should have kept Gilmore when we had.
kept Gilmore. You should have kept freaking what's his name?
Hassan Reddick.
Hassan Reddick.
Hassan Reddick.
Hassan
That's
Reddick,
what I meant. At the end of the day, they are righting the ship. At the end of the day, you can't keep everybody. And at the end, if y'all don't realize that Donte Jackson,
Hold on, we don't know if they're writing the ship yet, though.
Cooked.
We'll
Donte
break
Hold
down
on.
that.
Oh, but Nick, hold on, Nick. But
We
Nick,
gotta see it first. We gotta see it
who
first.
gonna play DB next year, Nick? That's my only question for you. Because we know J.C. Horn can't play a whole season. So we gonna let Donte.
See, you about to make me use one of your words. The goddamn draft ain't even came yet. They might go get one.
Hold on.
They might
Man,
go
look.
get
Oh
one.
my God.
Hey,
A fucking
why-
rookie.
why
A
did I
fucking
feel that
rookie. Oh,
Well, see,
man,
Doug, that's
look.
how you're gonna that's how you're gonna have to build and develop this team when you
Exactly.
have the cap
Do
space that we
We're trying to
do.
build a team to the draft, bro.
And any signings, and I'm here to tell y'all this right now. I said it in the chat, but it's true. Any signings that we make with what little cap space we do have, unless we start renegotiating, clearing out players that we can designate as post cut or whatever to save some cap space. Any signings we make, yeah, they are going to be somewhat scheme fit. A lot of these signings are also going to be based off of a culture fit, because that's what we need. You need leaders in that locker room. Because I'm here to tell you, I'm going to hit some kind of flack for it from somebody.
We don't have any.
We don't have any. And if you let Brian Burns, if he goes somewhere and he's not back, which from my understanding, he is not going to be back next year, then you have no leaders. I'm not saying Derek Brown can't be or Luvu can't be, but I'm here to tell you right now, it's not going to come from that quarterback we have.
Derek Brown
You,
is soft-spoken.
you need to have leaders in that locker
Sam
room.
We
Franklin.
don't have a leader right now. We don't have a
That's
fucking
my
leader right now.
point.
She just
That's
said,
what
bro.
you said.
See,
That's my
Yeah,
point.
right.
You let all the if you're going to have to get some
You smoke
leaders
too
in
much
here.
weed, bro. You smoke
You
too
need
much.
you need to have some culture fits that are going to come in here. I already
like that's not like
look.
like yeah.
Cedar smokes too much because
No, man. Let Claire talk, man. Everybody know I
I like
smoke
what you
weed.
said, Aries. I like what you said. That
But
you're absolutely correct.
listen. So as far as we mentioned that we do have a contact, okay? We do. I've spoken to them, and what I will drop for you, since we're on the topic of DBs, because everybody keeps saying, well, where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? Do not be surprised, whether you like this or not. Do not be surprised if in the next couple of days, maybe even next week, it just depends on how deep the conversations are, we are going to be signing, more or less, it seems to be a lock, a cornerback from Buffalo in Dane Jackson. Okay?
Say it again.
Who?
Dane Jackson
Corner.
is a cornerback, yes.
Repeat
okay.
the whole statement, Claire. Repeat the whole thing.
Okay, from what my understanding is, we have been in conversations even during the combine. This was one of the players that was talked to. Dane Jackson appears to be coming to Carolina. Do not be surprised if you see that signing here in a couple of days or a week. Okay, that is someone who we have been in talks with. The other one I'm not going to name drop yet because there needs to be some validity to it before I even drop it. So I can drop it for you, but I also don't want to say it.
Objection
And then
to
all of a
objection.
sudden,
First news from here first. You heard that
Can
first
I
part
ask?
from here
Can I
first.
ask a question on that guy you just named?
yes.
I
Who the
never
fuck
heard
is
of
I
him.
mean, I never really
never
kept up
heard
with
of
Buffalo
him.
like that. Hold on, I
Okay.
was just
So here, but
asking.
listen, but listen.
No,
So
I'm
here's
not. I'm not knocking. I'm asking a question.
oh
Like,
no,
how is it? How
right.
does he play? Is he like more man, or is he play like that zone? Is he what type of player is?
Okay. Let me
Bill
pull him
like a
up.
man anyway.
Let me pull him up because believe it or not, if my mouse could
I'm
work.
not knocking. I'm just asking a question, a
No,
legitimate
I
question
know,
on that.
but here's the thing. So the reason why a lot of people have not really heard of Dane Jackson, again, if you guys are expecting us to go sign a big name, it's not going to happen. That's why I'm telling you, listen, there's going to be scheme fits and culture fits. Do not also be surprised if a lot of them will come from Buffalo. Guess who?
Why we
Guess
keep
who?
trading shit with
Guess,
Buffalo? They
guess,
get all the
Why
good
would we
shit
got
anyway.
that?
whoa,
All
listen.
right, bro,
I'm
chill,
going to
bro,
explain
chill.
it to you. I'm going to explain
Yeah.
it to you.
Yeah.
Where was Dan Morgan before he came here?
He was with
He was in Buffalo.
Buffalo. He was with Buffalo.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are going to be guys that were rookies and or were there while he was there. He's going to look at past regimes and past places where he's going to have connections with. That's where he's going to start.
But hold on,
Dane
excuse me,
Jackson
Claire.
is one of them. Go for it. What?
Man, look, fuck all that connection shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. Man, look, he talking about he want to bring us some motherfucking dogs. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well,
man,
I appreciate you, Claire, for explaining
Okay,
that,
look,
man.
man, come on,
Yeah,
man.
we
Come
appreciate
on,
your
man.
elaborative comments, Claire.
C-Dog.
I mean, I was just asking about the scheme fit.
C-Dog.
C-Dog, be respectful,
Listen.
bro. Be respectful,
C-Dog,
bro.
listen. If you not just because that they're saying that they want to go get dogs doesn't mean we don't have the money to spend on top tier elite talent. Okay, there are going to be guys that are going to be able to be put into place. Now, this doesn't mean that Dane Jackson is a starter. So don't sit here. There is nothing that I said that said he is a starter. Okay, I do know that there are going to be free agent signings. I don't know what they're going to use him as. Let's just put it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
So
There are names that are going to come up. They are not going to be big name signings. Some of them you might be familiar with, some of them might not be.
we're
But there
still
is a reason for
we're
that. It is
still
because
shopping
we
at the dollar
cannot.
store, Claire. We're still shopping at the dollar store, Claire.
Ray, we don't have a choice.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, Claire. That's why I was just trying to ask, like, what
So
type of
it's more
scheme
about
he fit in.
quantity.
You know what I
There-
mean?
there- there
Hey,
are-
y'all.
if-
No. It's more about quantity, not quality.
Well, hold on.
Oh, shit, we need both.
I mean,
hold on.
let us speak. I really was asking questions on the players and stuff because I'm gonna understand like the scheme and stuff they play. Like, you know what I mean? Because I know we can't sign nobody big. I was just wondering, you know what I mean?
Look,
Like how those players.
Dane Jackson was a rotational piece. Okay, he was not a starter for Buffalo. Like I said, you can make fun of the whole shopping at the dollar store thing all you want to, but the problem with this fan base is that we want to have wine taste when we got beer money. So until y'all get that out your head,
Ooh, that's a bar.
We ain't even got beer
Then
money,
this-
Claire. Chill.
then this is by the league standard. Yeah, we fucking do,
I
Ray.
got treated.
More like PBR money.
Oh,
I mean, Claire, I understand what you're saying. I understand how you saying how they're gonna build on. That's why I was asking you legitimate questions on that. I wouldn't
No, yeah,
mean
I
like
get it.
trying to pick on the name.
I
I
mean,
understand. So
put it this way.
I'm sorry.
Go
I'm sorry.
ahead.
No,
No, you're fine. I mean, I was just going to tell you, like, again, he was used as a rotational piece. This is someone who we have been talking to. This is someone who it seems to be somebody who will come here. He is a free agent.
Mhm.
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with getting guys to be rotational. And it could be right now because they don't know what's going to happen with JC because he is a constant question mark. And if they end up not getting a trade partner for Donte and he walks, then they need to also have other people in that room. Will they keep Troy Hill? I don't know. If we do, then we have someone who we can sign that has done. I'm not going to say he's done very well, but he's also not started a whole lot either. Like he has started. Okay. He's pretty much played half of a season every season because he's rotational. He's not started every game.
Mhm.
So that's the thing you have to understand. And this is the ball we are going to have to play with for the game that is called the NFL cap space. This is this is the game we're playing. It is
until we start winning more of these.
Well, actually, guys, if y'all could just wait till next year, we have a lot of cap space next year.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, can I say this? Claire,
Season, I would love for us to win more than 2 games. I don't, and I know Prime is probably the more optimistic person on this whole group right now than any of us. And that's not a knock against Prime. I wish I could have a little bit of whatever he's got to drink to make him positive because I don't have
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, you know, and I like the Dane Jackson, you know, possibility because here's the thing about it, man. But you have to get people in here that's been a part of organizations that have some sort of winning culture.
Correct.
Right? You know, and whatever little bit that might be to help us out, I think it's going to do good. And then, like you said, Claire, next year, 2025, you know, the floodgates are going to open up. You know, with the cap space. So
that's a lot.
And then y'all can have your wine taste and your wine money. Okay,
Claire,
but just keep an eye out for that. This is just somebody who has been linked based off of what our contact has said a lot with the Panthers so far this offseason. I did read also, it's kind of ironic because I looked through around the time when I learned this information a lot earlier today, or 2 days ago, actually. That there's finally articles coming out about who could fill some of these roles and roster spots with holes. And Dane Jackson was actually listed in an article from the Charlotte Observer from Mike Kay as well. So it's not like he's completely so unheard of that not even some of our beat writers aren't even thinking about it. So yes, keep an eye out for that. We're not going to get, there's some people who thought, oh, we could go get L'Jarius Sneed. No, it's not happening. There are some people who want these big names. Okay, but you guys gotta remember, we hired Dave Canales, and everybody and their mama who is a fan of this team was like, we're gonna go get Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, you damn dummies.
I hate it when we do that. I'm like, what is y'all smoking?
I was one of them, Claire. I was one of them.
Hold on. Why would Mike Evans risk his Hall of Fame career with fucking Bryce Young bum ass? Y'all fucking tripping.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, Mr. Pryor, hold on. Mr. Pryor, you don't even smoke no weed. Come on, what you at?
Hold on. The reason why I thought that was,
I mean, he played for Baker and made Baker look good.
What the reason why I said that was only because of the connection with the coaches. That was my only reason for saying that.
But here's the thing, and this is something that I've and that's true. But here's the thing: he has played, unless I am incorrect, his entire career with the Bucks, and he has played only one season with the guy that with Dave, and that's who became. I know we took some of their other staff. I get that, but the primary thing that everybody loved was the fact that, well, we've got their OC. He's the one that orchestrated getting Baker and Mike Evans to have that special connection, whatever. And it's like, that's not how this works. He spent his whole career.
You're right, Claire.
And that one season with Dave Canales is that. I'm not saying it meant nothing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it meant nothing. But in comparison to being there for that long and then one season with one guy, he's not going to jump ship. No pun intended, because they're the Buccaneers. But he's not going to jump ship.
Claire, real quick. Hey, Claire.
Real quick. Tonight, boy.
And another thing, man, Mike Evans was balling before Dave Canales. Why the fuck he gonna come here? That shit doesn't make no fucking sense, man.
I have a question about the cap for next year. How much money are we estimated to have?
Hold on.
I said for next year, not this year.
You're talking about 25.
It's an astronomical amount of money.
Okay, and my next question is where y'all think you're missing is, even if it is, why would them people sign here? They know we really rebuilding, and how many do you feel we can get?
I was gonna say, even with the huge amount of cap space, it don't matter how much cap space you got if you don't have something to attract them besides the money. You got to be winning.
Well, guys, that's listen. I think you guys, want the chicken to come before the egg. All right?
Bro, no, I'm just thinking.
He did not just throw a country bar in there.
You know what I mean? That's the difference between me and you.
That's all about I'm country. Come on now.
Okay,
come on.
I got you, but
hey, so
you guys got to move towards something, man. We're not going to hit the promised land year one, man. And then you ask the question, what will make free agents want to come here? You got to put together some tape, man. You got to put together at least a decent season to show progress. So just give it some time, man. Just give it this year. Let's see what happens, man.
Bro, at best we can only win is like 5 games, and the 5 games are like conference.
Well,
we're not gonna win 5 games. We're not gonna win. We're gonna win 2 games again this year.
Man, chill out. I said 5 games at best.
No, hold on. I told y'all last year. I told y'all when we drafted Bryce Young, we were gonna win 2 fucking games. And nobody got them believe me. Come on now.
C-Dog, decaffeinated coffee, my brother. Decaf.
Listen, I just want y'all to
all I'm saying is it's good to be a hopeful thinker and stuff like that, but I'd rather go the route where they say they're trying to, but even with all that money, you got to show that we can be
It's just
Our
less stress.
franchise that can actually run right. And I don't think next year, even if we had money, we may can get one or possibly two, but we're not gonna be able to get them players that you know what I mean. We
No,
ain't gonna
right.
be able to get the
But, so
cream of the
listen,
crop.
y'all asked if the season were to, if nothing changed and the 2024-2025 season were to end today and everything stayed as it was, like just with everything that's everybody's owed, no one's resigned yet, blah, 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 blah. We haven't added anyone to the roster, whatever. If it were to end today, the cap for 2025 is
Say it.
$145,944,697.
Hello.
Damn.
So
Knock,
again,
knock.
if y'all could wait, just have some patience. I know y'all are tired of waiting. I am too. I want to win. I want us to go back to being, a team that had a feared defense, to having
For
a
real.
quarterback that nobody, well, now we don't have that. I was going to say a quarterback that nobody dared to tackle, but now, that's open season at this point. So look, just
Hey, Claire is on it tonight. I don't know if nobody else catching it. Claire on it.
this
Go
number,
ahead, Claire. I'm
this number
listening.
will change. This
You're
number
always
is
on
going to change. This number is going to change. It will change. We're going to sign people. There's people who are probably going to, I'm not going to say walk, but we're going to have cap hits. That's going to happen. Okay, so go for it.
Go ahead, Claire. I just want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Not only the money that she just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Prime, you can follow me on this, right?
Yes, sir.
We don't even have to spend money next year.
No, we don't.
We just keep continuing to collect it until we got some real pieces on this team, bro. No need of you spending all your money up for a team to bring people in that's only gonna make you go 5-12.
You have to spend that money. You got to.
I got a question
So
for
we
y'all.
gotta take
You
baby
don't have to
steps.
spend all your money.
You have
I'm just saying, if we wait to 25, are we going to get a new
You
quarterback?
don't have to spend all your damn money. No, you
to not
don't.
finish.
You right, Twan.
Hey, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah.
Damn, you know you got to be at a certain. You have to spend a certain amount of the cap.
A certain amount. Yeah.
You have to. Why do you think?
I mean, I already said it's gonna be a 5-year
All right,
process.
listen. Maybe you don't give him the whole Hershey bar, but you give him a Hershey kiss. It was
No, what I
maybe
said
something.
was, you said we don't have to spend all our money. I said we don't have to spend it all.
Yeah,
Right.
145 is well enough. And like if we had 145 right now, like the possibilities would be pretty endless right now. So we're talking about next year. We're going to be acquiring some players this year that's going to be able to stack. We're going to be able to stack it going into next year. Cutting off, just like you said, cutting off the fat. That's all we're doing right now. So
So that's why I said don't start trying to advocate for these shiny free agents that you're wanting to come out. You're like, oh yes, it's going to happen.
Not going to happen this year.
But guys, as much as y'all don't want to look at it right now, it's not entirely an awful thing to want to sit here and try to offer a contract to somebody where it's going to be back end loaded and try to convince them to come here. It just be patient.
I don't see nobody. Look, if Bryce Young's still the fucking quarterback, I don't give a fuck how much money we got. Ain't nobody fucking coming here to fucking lose. That's just my personal opinion.
Hey, C-Dog is the least optimistic person.
I'm probably the least, honestly.
Not lying on that point, though.
I'm probably the least optimistic here.
Oh,
I'm good with waiting until next year.
I think
I'm good with waiting until next year because I am totally not optimistic about this year at all.
Well, but here's the thing, and this is something, and I do want to bring this up because I don't know if anyone has seen this video. I think it was Sheena Quick. I can't remember who, but they posted a brief video where they interviewed Canales recently, and the question, I can't remember what it was verbatim, but it was pretty much talking about the reasons for the upcoming cuts and everything and why decisions were being made. Now, something that he said, I don't believe sat too well with a lot of fans, but it also makes sense. He said, in a way, I benefit from not having an immediate emotional connection to a lot of these guys.
Facts.
That's true, though.
Hardcore business. Hardcore business.
That means he can make the right business decisions without having his feelings in it.
And there are some fans who are like, "Oh, he doesn't understand. We love a lot of these guys," and I get that. I get that. But listen, if for anyone, because I know you guys get it, but for anyone in the chat who wants to, for me to elaborate, I guess, on why I feel that is a great thing, not just a good thing, a great thing.
It
You
is.
don't want someone to come in here with a lot of love and to be emotionally invested like how we are, because then moves are not going to be made that are going to be bettering for the team. That's something you don't want.
Clear.
Just trimming
Just
the
like
fat
last
thing.
year. Just like last year
Right.
with Frank Wright. Frank Wright loved everybody, and see where it got him at. I'm sorry, cut you off, but that's the same example.
Quarterback is where he got it. Now,
There
Frank
it is,
had-
right here. Here it is.
One moment.
Mhm.
I have the benefit of not having the emotional connection with a lot of these guys, so I can come in objectively and just say, that's good enough, that's not good enough. And I don't want to get into specifics about who I'm talking about in that regard, but that is my advantage right now. So I just come here with really an open mind for how to improve our roster, before I have all these relationships that I built.
Yes, right. Yes,
Can I say something real quick?
Spoken
Now,
like a true leader. Spoken like a true leader.
Now look, this the same guy that he wanted to be the OC for the Seahawks, and the Seahawks said you're not good enough to be the OC for us.
Oh my God.
Come on, man.
The Seahawks got a model though, bro. They've been winning like 10 plus games.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Since
Yeah.
Pete been
The
there.
Seahawks got shit figured out, bro.
It's a system in Seattle. That's what I keep telling everybody. Seattle has.
But they wouldn't keep him though, Prime. They told him to burn the fucking road up.
Bro, they got a system already established.
Yeah.
And Pete Carroll is still in the building. He ain't the head coach, but he's still in the building.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If once you listen, the Seattle Seahawks have been winning games like this, 10-win games since 2012. Like that's a well-oiled machine. If you know anything about systems, businesses operate with systems. So you could drop anybody in there as long as the system is the same. They're going to be, they're going to be good. It's going to be profitable. That's all the Seattle Seahawks are. That's all it is. Yeah.
Our machine ain't oil like that, bro. We got that old hoopty that your cousin Pookie got from down the road somewhere.
Well, tell Pookie get some of that cash roll and let's get to work, baby.
Exactly.
Otherwise, man, man.
Hey, Twan, I'm about to jump off, man. But I want to ask you a question, man. 2 questions. How much I got to pay to get my face on this little background right here, man? yo. And my last question, man. I don't know how much you paying Miss Claire, man, but I want to raise a wager to get over to PPP real quick. Man.
She's a beast, bro. She's a beast.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she's good, man. But you guys have a good one, man. I'll catch y'all later, man.
Hey, Prime, before you go, though, man, go ahead
Yes,
and let everybody know where they can find you at.
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely, man. So my name is Demetrius. I'm the host of the Panthers Prime podcast, found here on YouTube. You can also find us on all social media outlets. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And we talk about the Carolina Panthers. So, if you guys are interested, just come over there, hit the like button, share, subscribe, become a member, and, keep pounding.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, I have a question back. My fault. Go ahead.
Have a good night, PPP. Be easy, my nigga.
Have a good one, man.
All right, bro.
Hey, Twan, I have a question back to Dallas.
Go for it, be good.
Okay, I'm asking.
Okay.
So we know Bryce is not the guy right now currently. Let's just say Bryce is having an above average year. I'm talking about he just did it slightly better than he did this year. You think he had the courage to pull him after like 6 to 8 games?
You think he had the
He
courage to
better.
do that?
He better. When he's talking about he don't got no emotional connection and all that bullshit.
Do you think he had the courage to pull him?
To what?
Pull him after 6
pull
to 8
him after-
games.
Hey, I asked that same question on one of our shows before, bro.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, if he does that, I can honestly say he's having change. He's trying to bring a coach. But if he doesn't,
I want to tell you this. So y'all crying about the cap hit for Donte Jackson. You know we owe that man $41 million, regardless of whether he plays for us or not.
Why you want to pay him to goddamn be somewhere else though, man? Man, what does that make?
I'm talking about Bryce Young, dude. His contract is fully guaranteed. He's gonna.
I don't give a fuck. He's fucking trash, man.
Oh yeah,
He's trash.
he's the number one pick.
Trash. But you.
So let me answer Big Good's question, bro. Let me answer Big Good's question.
Nah, bro, right.
Do I think the Canals will have the heart to pull the trigger? Absolutely. You just heard what he just said, man. He said, look, it's going to be best for him not to get emotionally attached to some of these players. I truly believe he said, including Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying? I mean, then in the stanza where he said, I'm not going to get into no names or whatever. I mean, who is it going to hurt? It's obviously going to hurt the Bryce sexuals. They're going to want his head if he does that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, if he's not performing, then what look, but then if Bryce is not performing and he decides to pull him, would you hate that about him or would you love it? I would love
No,
it.
I
would
just
love
said
it.
if he has the courage to
Absolutely
do it. If
love
he
it.
do that,
I
then
would
I'll
love
be
it.
on the side. I say if he's not playing well.
You're going
That's
to
why I
have
said if
all
he's
kinds of fans if he says, Bryce, you just
I
not
feel
getting it, bro.
I
Come
feel
over
like
here.
I feel like he's in a win-win situation because
Yeah,
if Bryce goes out and plays well, then he looks good. If Bryce plays awful, that's not his guy. So
exactly.
not, but
And
he's
the
supposed to be
other,
so good with the offense and shit. He
So,
said he don't gotta fix Bryce when he
so
hired him.
can we all say together, because he ain't here to fix Bryce Young, but can we all say together, the only thing that's going to get in the way of him putting Bryce on the bench is who?
Tepper,
David Tepper.
Yep.
It's the only thing is if he get on the phone and say, I need him out there, and then once again, what would Tepper have done with another team? Interfere when he said he wasn't. And to
But
be
I don't
honest
think
with
he
you,
will fire him.
in some ways, and I've heard somebody say this before,
Yeah,
and I
he
kind of
will.
agree with it after I thought about it. In some ways, how do we know that he didn't bring Canales in here so that if Canales decides that, look, I don't want to use Bryce Young anymore, it's only going to let Tepper off the hook
I
of
was gonna
Tepper
say,
going,
boom,
look, he got to
that's his
sit his
out.
ass down because he ain't
I
That's
playing.
his
want
out.
to know
Yeah.
this.
Now, I think the only reason why he brought him in is to fix Bryce Young. He's been known to help all other quarterbacks. And
Right.
I mean,
honestly,
it's a lie though.
But if he
That's a
can't
lie.
fix him, yeah, it's a lot. But if he can't fix him, then what is he going to eventually do?
that's my only hope for Canales. I think he's mid at best. I think Canales is mid at best. My only hope right now is that he can fix Bryce. And if he can't,
if
He
I'm
can't.
honest with
that's
y'all, I hope he doesn't.
more.
I hope he doesn't. There's
I'm way
here's
more.
I mean, Bryce right now. What
I'm,
the hell y'all can do next year? Because
I mean, I'm not a Bryce fan.
bro, he already
Bryce
said
sucks.
he's gonna
Like,
run the ball, so that shows he don't really believe in
I don't even
Bryce's
trust
ability.
Bryce.
yeah, pretty
So,
much.
When you talk, you supposed to run the ball.
bro, he just said we're gonna be running it, just smash mouth football.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, he knows when it comes to Bryce, he can't throw the ball. He can't elevate people. Of course, he's supposed to run the ball, but let's be real. It's levels to this stuff, bro.
Yeah,
If he
he
had
trusts
Patrick Mahomes,
that
you gonna be
run
running the
game.
ball? Probably
So
not.
I'm gonna do this right
He
here.
trusts that run game more than Bryce.
So let's do this. I'm gonna ask y'all this question: what do you do next year if Bryce plays mediocre, doesn't do any better? What do you do next year? Go ahead and tell me you're gonna draft a quarterback.
Okay, here's the problem where I explained this one. People are going to make excuses for Bryce this year anyway because they're going to sit there and say, well, he still didn't really have the weapons. Unless
or
he
they'll say
just
he has a
goes
good
out like,
coach.
yeah, he did luster, then yeah, we're going to move on. But if he does slightly, I mean, if he becomes good enough just not to be good enough, that's going to force the Panthers to draft around him. And I think that's the worst case scenario, you know what I'm saying, for the Panthers. You know what I'm saying, Panthers Nation.
I'm
So
No, we
gonna
need
take
to
a quick
draft the
poll.
door. We need to get Dion's son, man. Fuck that.
There you go with
Fuck
saying
Bryce
some more
Young.
dumb shit. There you go saying more dumb shit. Ain't
Me
no
said, man,
way
that
hell. Ain't no
sir,
way hell
sir.
Shador Sanders ready to play in the
Shador,
NFL, bro.
Shador is better than Bryce Young. What the fuck are you talking about? He's like 6'2",
You
6'3".
don't know
What does
that,
that mean?
bro.
I didn't
Man,
know
stop
height
it.
had anything to do with being good at football, but okay.
Damn, bro.
It
Shador
So
kind of
Sanders
real
do a
ain't.
quick,
little bit for the
Hey,
quarterback
Hyde,
position,
Hyde,
a little
hold
bit.
on, no. If Hyde don't got anything to do with it, why is Russell Wilson the only got the small quarterback that won the goddamn Super Bowl? And he had a
Drew
good
Brees.
end, and he had a great fucking defense.
Drew Brees.
You got to have a whole
Drew
team
Brees
around
is
him.
6 feet goddamn tall. God damn it.
Feet tall. What is that? He's
I mean, it's
short
a
for a
difference
quarterback.
between being 6 foot and 5'10". Let's be real. Ask a
Come
woman that
on,
question.
man.
You know what I mean?
Russell
Let's be
Wilson
real.
is the
Bro, it's 2
Russell
inches.
Wilson
You
is
said
the
there's a big
smallest
It's 2
difference
quarterback that
inches.
won the
Come
Super
on,
Bowl,
y'all. Chill
man.
out.
Come on, man.
Hey,
Chill out.
man,
It's
son.
2 inches, bro.
Hold on.
It's two.
I
It's
don't
two
want
whole
to say this.
inches. Ask
Come
a
on
woman.
now.
Ask a
2
woman if
inches
those
is
2 inches
big.
matter. Ask a woman if those 2 inches matter. You
Hey, we
damn
ain't
right
doing
they matter.
that.
Tell him again, Twan. Tell him again,
Hey,
Twan. What the
hey,
fuck?
Twan, look, we ain't doing that
Nah,
now.
Twan, you heard. I said it first. I said it first.
I want to put it this way.
Hey,
I
look,
want
we
to put it this
speak
way.
about the gridiron, all right? That's
I'm gonna
about
put it
it.
this way. 2 inches.
So listen, man. Listen, I'm gonna take a quick poll in the room real quick. if you're the head coach of the team, man, how many games with Bryce Young before you pull him? Claire.
What are you pulling for?
Hey, Nick, let's just get through the thing real quick.
I really don't like the idea of
How
pulling
many
him.
games?
Yeah.
And that is barring that there's no injuries and no other
He's
excuses
playing
that can be
horrible.
made.
He's playing
He's
absolutely
playing
horrible
horrible.
in every game.
If we haven't won a game, oh Jesus, I'll say 5 or 6.
5 or 6 edge.
4.
If you're not gonna pull him at all, just say you ain't gonna pull him at all. Eric.
I give him 4 at max.
All right, be good.
Actually, I'm weighing in on this one. If we go like 0-6, then you're more likely to pull them. But if we're like 2-6, but if we go for like 2-6, I think he'll probably pull them at 8 games. It just depends on what the record is, to be honest.
Now, Bryce ain't gonna win no fucking games. Our schedule is way worse this next year than it was this
Oh,
year.
don't remind
I
me.
think we might go totally defeated this year, honestly.
Yeah, but they might even win a game next year, Nick.
Oh my gosh, bro!
I think we'd be lucky if we win one game this year.
Hold on, Nick.
Honestly,
I don't see the point of pulling him.
Okay, cool.
So you said don't pull him at all.
No, for what?
Well, then let us right out sit out there and get punished. Then that's what you want for him. That's what's gonna happen.
Fine, that's his opinion.
Anyways, right?
if we don't fix the line, that's what's going to happen
Nick,
anyway.
So Nick said you got to pay him anyway. So Nick wanted him to be a crash test dummy.
If we don't fix the offensive line, that's what's going to happen anyway.
Nick, leaving. At least hear me out with this one. Leaving Bryce Young on the field can lead to other player injuries. Now, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
So who you gonna put in?
See, what Nick is not telling y'all is this: if Nick is a wide receiver with the Carolina Panthers and Bryce keep throwing him balls that can get his damn head blown off, Nick gonna come to the sideline and say, "Take his ass out." He's gonna say,
I already said that.
What y'all realize? What y'all don't realize is
y'all gotta start putting y'all
You already
self
made an
in these
investment.
players' shoes, bro.
all the quarterbacks next year are subpar and gonna be coming out for the draft. So what are you gonna do?
So hey, look.
Hey, can I say this? Can I say this right quick? Look, Nick, do you?
Oh, I'll come back to you. Be good.
Okay.
C-Dog, how many games you waiting before you pull him? Come back to C-Dog. Ray the man. How many?
Hold on, all they mics on mute.
Ray, the man. How many games are you waiting before you pull him? All right, here we go. Ray,
he just
boom.
yeah, no, I mean it really. Call me crazy. I feel like it would depend a lot on the other quarterback that ends up on this roster, if that makes sense. Like I would assume a Canales guy, whoever that may be. So I feel like that could play a role in it. But yes, I feel like somebody on here just said record would play a role in it as well. Like if so, I was gonna say week 6, and I say that in the sense of we're 0-6. And to your point, or really your question, what you said, he's playing poorly, like he's playing absolutely awful. I feel like yes, it would be game 6, 0-6. He's playing terrible, and there's the second string guy, third string guy that Dave likes, whether it was in the draft or some vet, that he was linked to in the past at some other team, this, that, and the third, and then he just kind of rolls him out there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's kind of where I'm at with that.
All right. Yeah, me 5 max. But what I'm more excited about, and what I think is going to be the more determining factor, is I'm more intrigued to know who are they going to put behind him. Who are they going to go get, or at least to try and get, or if they're going to just keep the red rifle? Who is going to apply that pressure to his ass? Because I understand first year, but I don't understand the first year. But in year two, he's got to earn his minutes, bro. He's got to earn his minutes. It's got to be consequences for him in year 2. Because Bryce knew they weren't going to replace him with nobody in year 1, but it's got to be some consequences for his ass in year 2. And I don't care if he ain't performing and he look bad. I don't care if his little dumb ass gets sat on the bench, he goes over there and pout or whatever the Bryce Texans decide they want to do. Just understand that y'all chose the wrong quarterback to pull for. And you know one of the things I do know about the Bryce sexuals and all that shit? I know that whenever Bryce Young leaves his team, y'all gonna follow him anyway. So get the fuck on.
For real.
So, and another thing too, Twan, I sent you a clip from YouTube. And it's something Dan Morgan said that I don't think at the combine that I don't think people are really paying attention to. I don't know if you're able to put it up on here.
Yep.
But do not be surprised, and I think we've talked about this briefly on other lives a while back. Do not be surprised if we actually spend a draft pick, if we get any kind of draft capital for any of the players that we're putting up. Don't be surprised if we use one in the later rounds on a QB. Just don't be surprised.
My eyes get big if that happens. I want that to happen.
I want it to happen too.
No,
Look,
but
I wouldn't be surprised at all, mainly due to the fact of what Twan said. He just needs some competition. I mean, not having competition behind him. I guess it was a good thing for his first year because you want the kid to have confidence.
He didn't want him looking over his shoulders.
Yeah, he didn't want him looking over his shoulders. But now coming to year 2, hey, look, they got tape on you now, so they already know what you're going to do bad. Now you got to put tape out there what you can do good.
I don't know. For me, I'll be looking out to see like if I don't know if Canales shows up to like one of these QB pro days. You see what I'm saying?
Can I say this?
But here's the thing: unless the pro days are on different days, for different positions, which I'm not too sure how they are with some of these.
So wouldn't it make you believe like if Canales would show up to just a particular like certain quarterbacks, like no one in particular, but just wouldn't that kind of like
school?
But if the quarterback is throwing to one of these wide receivers that we like, I mean, that's kind of going to coincide with it regardless, right?
Hey, Ray, if he goes to a pro day, the Bryce sexuals will burn his damn car before he can get back.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, can I say this?
It's just one of those things. Like,
I would love it.
I
would love it if he did go.
Like I said, if one of those things happen, I'd be like, I'd be looking at that, but like, so is that one of Dave's guys? Like, could that lead to like, essentially Tepper's out to be like, listen, like Tepper, like this is the guy I like in the draft. I'm going to go with him in the later rounds. I'm going to turn to this guy if Bryce doesn't get it done in X amount of games. Like, so I'd be interested to see, like, and everyone keeps talking about we're going to draft a quarterback in the later rounds. So I'm interested to see who we interview. I'm interested to see what quarterbacks get brought in for workouts. Like, it's going to happen. I mean, first off, it's going to happen.
The message will have been sent. When you do anything in life and there's no competition, you never fear anyone taking over.
Yep.
You never fear that. And Bryce Young goes out there trying to clap hands because he fears nothing. But what's more intriguing, and I like what Ray said of showing up to a pro day, Canales or if Dan Morgan shows up to one? If he shows up to quarterback,
I don't think it matters which one.
He's going to be sending a message though.
Oh yeah, that definitely be a message.
That's why I sent you that clip because that clip is very intriguing.
Words I didn't want Bryce Young.
The clip I sent.
Let's be real. We all know Bryce Young has ability issues. It can't be fixed. You know what I'm saying?
Send it to my email.
Your email? Okay, hold on.
I mean, am I lying, Twan, when I say that? Ability issues?
No,
what's the best ability, Ray?
Availability.
Damn right.
Also, Twan, it's nice to see over the offensive line too. Boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
The little jokes.
I mean, I'd be fine. We had like a Kyler Murray, but you know what I mean. But Bryce, I like, bro. He ain't fast. He don't have a strong arm.
At least he can make you chase him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like if you was in Bryce's position, you have to be the smartest player on the field, and he's not. It showed he ain't. You know what I'm saying? He's not.
I want everybody.
Then, like you say, you got film on him. All your only thing the safeties and stuff gonna do, hey, make him throw the football, make him beat you deep, and we already know he won't even throw the ball deep.
And we also know he won't take off with it unless his life is at stake.
So look,
he's not even fast at that. I'm pretty sure DNs can run him down. You know what I mean?
He got ran down by a few DNs.
So, shout out to everybody. Look, man, shout out to our new staff member, Nick Gaskins. And I want to hear from Nick because this is one of the reasons why we brought Nick over here. Because Nick, Nick speaks when he speaks. He doesn't agree with everybody, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be a boring show if everybody agrees with each other. But Nick, I see you over there shaking your head. Speak on this Bryce Young thing, man.
One, I don't really care what Bryce Young does anyways. I didn't want to draft by Bryce Young. That was the honest truth. But at the end of the day, it is what it is at this point. And I just want to know where y'all going next year. If this does happen, where you going next year?
Can I say this? Bro, Bryce Young played so bad. Like, this was year of the backups, right? He was literally, ranked like 34th best quarterback this year? He let an undrafted rookie play better than him. So I'm pretty sure any person we draft this year or next year in the first, second, and fifth round would play better than he would. So I'm not worried about that.
And that's true. And that's of QBs who had 6 starts or more. Yeah, 34th.
Oh, what 34? Okay, I thought it was 36.
I mean, I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying at the end of the point, this same thing that y'all crying about Donte Jackson, you gonna be paying him too.
I know, man. Sometimes you just got to cut your damn losses and accept you made it.
And you're gonna be paying him more money than you're gonna be paying Donte.
I know, but Nick, you ever bought something and you like, man, fuck it, I lost. I'm not gonna keep you.
Yeah.
But look, Nick,
my call right now.
Or here's the other thing: just put him as a backup.
Yeah, man. Look, Nick.
I mean,
you ain't never bought something where you like, look, this shit don't work the way I thought it was gonna work. I can't get my money back. And that shit goes to the garage. You ain't just keep using it.
And like his height is the issue. His height ain't the issue.
No, his height ain't the issue.
Look, it ain't.
It ain't.
It's one of his issues.
Yeah, I say he has ability issues. That's something you can never fix. I don't care who you are.
The thing that they say he can do the best, he can't process.
The saying that he ain't fast. The saying that he ain't fast. There's 3 quarterbacks in
Bro, I said ability. I mean, physical is part of it, but when his arm is literally at the league bottom, bro, he kicked when he threw the three passes beyond 20 yards, he threw it at like 21%, bro.
Yeah, he don't have a good deep ball.
So
he don't have a good deep ball.
when it comes down to it, like even in college, his wide receiver usage rate was horrible. He doesn't elevate people. And now defense only thing he can do is throw like 5 to 10 yard slants. Yep. They're gonna be able to jump on that like they did last year, pick sixes. Yep. That's why I say ability issues, and he's not the smartest person on the field.
I just want to know, like, so who told you he can't throw the ball down the field?
He can't.
The stats.
I was gonna say
the stats.
He really can't. He really can't throw it down the field.
Oh, but here's the difference. There's throwing it down the field and just throwing it and saying, yeah, I threw it. And then there's looking at just if we're going to base it on any other year of football that he's played, outside of the one he just played with us. Even at Alabama, his completion percentage of balls thrown 20 plus or more in Alabama was just a hair higher of 36%. That's not very good for someone who's supposed to be this elite pocket passing, whatever they considered him. He was a dual threat coming out of high school going into college, and he changed up how he wanted to play because he was about to be playing up against big guys in the SEC. Verbatim, that is literally his reason. Go ahead, Twan. Sorry.
You good. Here's the Dan Morgan clip.
I think it's about improving the Carolina Panthers, not just Bryce Young. Bryce is just one piece of the puzzle. Obviously, he's the quarterback, and I get your question. But we're looking to build depth, we're looking to build competition, and we're looking to build a team that this city can be proud of.
The end.
That's standard speaking, though.
One more time.
I think it's about improving the Carolina Panthers, not just Bryce Young. Bryce is just one piece of the puzzle. Obviously, he's the quarterback, and I get your question. But we're looking to build depth, we're looking to build competition, and we're looking to build a team that this city can be proud of.
The end. And if he said building depth, that means he has to go get another quarterback to compete with him.
And it may not be in the draft. It'll be somewhere.
Shit, I don't know why he wouldn't go in the damn draft. I mean, it's
Well,
gonna
I'm
be.
just.
I mean, he should, but can I say this? Go ahead, Claire. My fault.
Oh no, you're good. I'm just saying, don't get solely, caught up in the idea that it could just be in the draft. I know we have Andy Dalton for
Yeah, I
another
mean,
year.
it
We
could be
may
in
not.
free agency because I want to be funny and sly and be like, because there's quarterbacks out there that might be taking the vet minimum and shit, just not pointing any elbows or anything, just
Okay, Russell Wilson, go sit down
No,
somewhere.
I just no,
Okay, Kirk
I'm
Cousins.
not naming names. I'm just saying, I'm not
I'll
saying
take
I'm not
Russell
saying I'm just
Wilson
saying.
right
I'm not saying I'm
now.
just saying.
I would too,
Yeah.
for real.
I would
Over
take
Bryce
Russell Wilson
right
right
now.
now. I don't understand why teams are even hesitating with this guy. And you
Bruh,
know
the
what?
only reason he got cut is because of the financial issue. They already said that. They said the league. I mean, basically, Broncos wanted him to change his contract and something. He said no, and they cut him. That's the reason when
Right, but
they
Denver
found out
has
he
to
wasn't
pay
going
him.
to start that game.
I mean,
Denver
you want
has
to
to
talk
pay him.
about connections and shit. Like I'm yeah.
You're saying because Dave Canales has connections to Russell Wilson?
Seattle and yeah, just
I
Man, I
mean,
think he want to win, bro.
I was gonna say with Russ. How old is Russ now?
He like 35, 36. He around that age.
35.
Way
I don't know. Somebody
better
look that
than
up. I
Bryce
feel like
Young.
that's a little old. I don't know.
I
if
mean,
he's that old.
way better. Yeah, but depending on what Russell, I mean, I'm not saying he has a
I'm
choice,
just
but
saying that
if
vet
he also,
minimum don't
if he
sound
had,
terrible. I mean,
well,
I'm
it
just
doesn't to
saying.
us. But if you're Russell Wilson, and I know that the better part of my years are probably going to be
He
behind me,
wants
if
to go
not
to a
they've already
start. He wants
started.
to start.
Right. And I'm not saying he couldn't start here, but what I am saying is that if he's wanting to go somewhere to try to get another Super Bowl under his belt, it's not going to be here.
He's 35.
So
Yeah,
that's
but
why.
being that age, okay, so there you go, 35 and a vet minimum. Like what Super Bowl team, what Super
Yeah,
Bowl
let me
ready
go ahead
team
and
are
tell
you
you.
really
Yeah,
gonna go to?
I
That's
mean,
like
bro,
that's like
he could go to Atlanta or somewhere like that, or the
He
Vikings.
go to Minnesota.
he's probably gonna go to a team where like they want to compete and they need a decent starting quarterback. You know what I
Yeah, that's
mean?
what I
So
said. Atlanta and Vikings, they can compete.
but to let Claire know that, look, Russell Wilson is not going to get what he wants. He can't make no demands.
Yeah, I'm or Steelers.
None.
It depends.
He don't need to make no
Then
I
it
don't
just
demands.
know.
then it
I
just
feel like
depends
the
on how
Steelers.
badly he wants to keep playing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
At that point, I mean, if he's not going to get what he wants, and it just
Right.
becomes a constant
Hey, Ray, we
stalemate,
like
then it'll
paying
just.
people. We like to pay people. Come play here, bro.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's the league minimum. Y'all understand that shit, bro?
He don't need to get paid.
Yeah,
He's
but I
getting
mean,
paid.
he's gonna do it because I think he want to play his last couple of years at least. You know what I'm saying? Get
It's
them
not going to
last
happen.
couple of checks, huh?
He's
Oh,
not
yeah,
going to
because
be
the
on no
Broncos
competitive team,
are
bro.
gonna be paying him. So
He's
Yeah,
already
I'm saying the
been paid.
Broncos gonna be playing him, but I just said he's gonna try to go with a contender. I said
I
Steelers,
mean, yeah,
Vikings,
that's okay. But
or
see,
Atlanta.
I guess
When it
I guess
comes
this is
down
my
to it, is
point.
he gonna be on the minimum?
I
Yes,
guess this is
but
my
like I said,
comeback
he
to that.
knows this is
Start,
he
but
I
knows
guess
this
this
is
is
his
my
last
comeback to
shot.
that. That's probably what he wants to do, and I hear that. He probably wants to do that, but I think there's a very good chance he'll end up going to a team that could possibly compete, and he's just going to like in the sense of just compete for a starting job for sure, or have a starting job. It may not be with a Super Bowl caliber team, but at the end of the day, I feel like he's at a point where he wants to be a starter, so he'll end up having to go wherever that is. I don't know if that'll necessarily be a Super Bowl caliber team though.
I will tell you
I
this.
mean, those teams I just said they kind of in the hunt to a certain degree. You say win it, no, but are they a
Yeah.
playoff team? Yeah,
Okay. So
I'll
like
tell you this.
division title type stuff like that, or legit shot at
yeah.
division.
Atlanta is a
I
division.
want
Vikings is a
to address
divisional
the thing
type,
about the
and
Lions,
also the
man.
Steelers. Yeah, they divisional types.
Yeah. Okay.
I want
But
to
see,
address this thing about the line. Why y'all keep saying we need to get a new offensive line?
I don't say that. No,
I
don't
do.
put me in that.
I'll
Don't
just
put me
say
in
get a
I
guard.
do. We need a line bad.
The line was
I
just
think we
fine
need a
before
guard.
this got here.
Listen,
Well,
I
the
mean, our
line,
line's set up for the run game. That's it.
I think we just need more depth.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that Austin Corbett, he's gone through two. I think he's out. He's had two surgeries, but I know he's had two injuries on his legs, which for a lineman carrying that weight at almost 30 years old,
He ain't
I'm just
playing
saying.
this year.
Um,
He
Well, there's no
can't
reason
play
for us
this
to
year.
keep him, though, man. I mean,
huh?
There's no reason for us to keep Corbett.
Right, but what I'm saying is that when we had that great line, we had Corbs, we had Christensen, we had Icky, we had Bozeman, we had Moten. Everything we had last year, we had this year until Brady Christensen and, of course, Corbett didn't come back until much later, and then he got hurt again anyway.
Christensen will be back, though.
So, no, he will. But what I'm saying is that what we struggled with last year was we had depth at the line. We just didn't have it seemed like we either didn't have the scheme or the guys that we had at depth were not meant to fit what we were trying to do. Because at one point I found it crazy, still find it crazy to this day, when we got rid of Calvin Throckmorton, who for quite a few games was the highest rated person on that whole line, and then he goes to the Titans. I never understood that. Never understood it. It's like, why would you get rid of somebody who is rating the highest on your entire O-line? And we had him for nothing. I just didn't understand that. We need to have somebody, we need to draft somebody at least for the interior or sign somebody, I don't know who's out there, I haven't even looked yet, that can fit in for the interior for depth. The tackle positions I'm not concerned about. The center position I'm not too concerned about yet, but the interior I'm definitely concerned. Left guard and right guard is an area of concern.
That's why I said guard. Yeah, pick up a guard. I'm talking about in the draft, maybe third, possibly fourth round, depending on.
I'm not saying scrap the whole line, but yeah, we need to have something there. Something needs to be there.
Austin Corbett is going to be on this team for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody know that.
That's $12 million. That's another $12 million of dead money.
Yeah, you gotta send him out there until he broke. But the thing is, this is the thing I'm be trying to get people to understand about this money thing, though. Yeah, a lot of times you gotta pay bad players, but do you want to send a bad player out there on the field that could possibly get somebody else on the team hurt?
But he wasn't a bad player.
He's not at 100%. I'm not talking about just Corbett. I'm talking about any of these people that people try to hold on to. I'm talking about anytime people make the argument that, look, we got to pay this person, so you might as well just leave him on the team. Nah, man, if somebody's bad, you got to let him go, bro.
Will you let $31 million go?
I mean, you talking about with Corbett?
No, I'm talking about like you was talking about that same. You said that same argument with Bryce Young. You let $31 million go.
I mean, bro, man. He can burn the fucking road up. That's a whole different situation.
You gotta bite the bullet. If he ain't performing, then how's he helping the team? Look, man, check this out. I'm gonna tell you who I would be as a player if I'm a wide receiver, and like the only way I can get my incentives is if I do X, Y, Z. And Bryce Young is not helping me out here, that motherfucker got to go, bro. Y'all got to get him off the field.
Yeah, I already done said that, Twan. I mean, like I said, he don't make his wide receivers better. He never have. So
he's no CJ Stroud.
What if you got $2 million tied up in incentives and you got to get 1,000 yards as a wide receiver?
Oh, that ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you right now, I have to Steve Smith. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm coming from.
In the locker room, bro. It's gonna be one or the other, bro. We're gonna scare the shit out of this dude. He ain't gonna want to play no more.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know, man. It's just. I'm just looking at it realistically. We're currently not gonna be able to. I mean,
bro. I hear what you're saying, but the problem of it is like, do you want to be in that whole Tua situation like what they in right now? If you kept Bryce for like 4 to 5 years, do you want to be in that situation?
I'm not keeping him for 5 if he continues to play that.
I know. I'm just saying, but he's saying when it comes to the money, would you want to hold on to Tua? I mean, would you want to be in that Tua situation?
I'm just saying, with this current contract, you keep him until he's done, because at the end of the day, whether he's
so he want to be in the Tua situation. All right, that's your choice.
Real quick, how do everybody feel about drafting Joe Milton in like the 4th round?
He's on my list. I think he could be there later, though. If I'm honest, I think he might make it past the 4th round, but he's on my watch list.
I think. Go ahead.
Hold on. Now clear. Say if we can get him in the 5th round, we gotta get him. We gotta take him.
I mean,
We gotta
if
fucking
it's
take him.
me, and the
I say
reason
6.
why, for anyone who doesn't know anything about Joe Milton, the physical upside that this kid has is insane. It's
I
kind of
seen
the
him throwing
same.
that football.
It's kind of the same argument that a lot of people had for AR-15, where it was like you don't want to be that team that ends up passing him up and letting him go because of the upside. But it was there's still a lot of risk with AR-15. There's a lot of risk with Joe Milton. The only difference is that you can get Joe Milton in a much later round than AR-15 did. Than you could have AR-15 last year, obviously. But Joe, he is every bit of 6'5". Big physical guy, will take off if he needs to. He does have a nice arm. Accuracy has sometimes been in question, but I know that was even an issue with even like Cam at some points. But accuracy can also be improved. When you can get a big guy who's that prototypical quarterback, especially if you get him in a later round and there's a lot of upside, and he's, he takes on a nice leadership role in college, and he steps into a starting role behind a Hendon Hooker who was there previously and more or less did well on the team. His touchdown interception ratio was nice. He has a lot of high upside if you're wanting to take him in a later round without worrying about spending a high number pick on him. But Joe Milton is someone who I have on there as someone that if we were to try to make a late round move on a QB, he is one. I know Twan's going to love it, and I know it's been on his boards, but Jordan Travis is another one that I think we could pull the trigger on later on in the draft. There's nothing wrong with doing the right thing and sometimes just letting guys sit. Do I think we will do it? It honestly just depends.
I also like Pratt out of Tulane.
Michael Pratt, yeah.
Hey, y'all
Okay.
But,
Let me ask.
but
What
real
round?
quick, out of all them three, I like Joe Milton over all of them. That's just me.
Pratt.
I was going to ask what
Pratt
round
the
is he
best quarterback
projected to
out of
go
all
in?
of them.
Which one, Pratt
Which
or Milton?
one?
I was talking about Milton. I seen him throwing the ball last
Here, hold
weekend.
on. I'll tell you where he's.
I mean, is he like a 5th or 6th round pick? I mean, if he was around 5th or 6th, go ahead and pull the trigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to go get him.
Well, here's the thing: we don't have a 6th round pick, I don't believe. So,
okay, then never mind. Then.
so right now, his draft projection right now is the 6th round. He is at his position, so in the quarterback position, he is ranked number 10. Overall ranking out of the entire draft, 197. So that's about in the 6th round where that ranking is. So take that for what you will. There are guys like Michael Pratt.
It's always a possibility.
Hey, Claire, do you think he's gonna be around to the 6th round though?
It depends. And a lot of this, I mean, it's hard to see, dog. I could sit there and say yes, and I could sit there and tell he could go as early as the 4th, and he may go undrafted. I have no idea. I don't see him going undrafted because the physicality speaks volumes with this guy, and just what he's been able to do in a short amount of time of him actually being a true starter. There's a lot to like. Let me put it that way. There's a lot to like, but there's also a lot of things that you would have to question. And you want to make sure that you've got the right staff and the right plan in place because he needs to sit. This is not a guy you're going to draft him in the 5th round and he's going to start. That's not the kind of guy that Joe Milton is. I'm not saying he couldn't be a starter in the NFL, but he's not someone who you draft and you tell him, okay, kid, you're going to go start day 1. It's not going to happen. He needs to sit.
We ain't got to do that. Well, what about Bryce? Will Bryce Young come out here the first 8 games and just wet the fucking bed like I think he is? Then what about the 8th game or the 9th game of the year?
Well, so
let's put Andy Dalton in, bro.
No, fuck Andy Dalton. Stay game.
Well, that's what I was.
Claire.
Well, and again, C-Dog, it will depend on the order of how they've got this. They will throw Andy Dalton in before they throw in Joe Milton, if that were the case. If Andy's still here and we've got Joe Milton also there, they were going to throw in Andy Dalton just because Andy Dalton has experience playing in the NFL in years. I'm not saying that Andy Dalton would be better, but I'm saying that as far as what they would put out there on the field, they're going to put out the guy who's got the experience and the years behind him to try to, revamp the offense, especially if it's for the latter half. And then depending on when this would be, if the following season, that would be what, 2020, 5.
25.
Yeah,
They have a, unless they keep Andy Dalton, which I don't know if they will. Andy Dalton will not be on the team. Then it would be between Joe Milton and Bryce Young, and then it would become a quarterback battle, and whoever wins out and wins it out is going to be the starter. Joe Milton's not going to be a day one starter unless he just has to be if there's an injury, or if he does actually happen to win a QB competition, he could. But he's not the ideal throw him out there day one, and that's what you do with him.
No, I was just saying like week 9. I would throw him out there. Bryce Young, goddamn, just out there, just being Bryce Young. I was week 9. So I'll throw him out there.
All right, man. So that's the end of the show tonight.
We didn't even talk about Dagon Burns.
Yeah, we'll get him the next time.
No comment. No comment. I'm not talking about want to be overpaid.
It's already 2 hours and 30 minutes. We was only supposed to be here for 2 hours. These people got to get to bed. We got to go to work in the morning, man. I want to thank everybody that came on here today. Special shout out to C-Dog that came on. My man Be Good. Panthers Prime was in the building. What was the new guy? The new guy that came in today.
Eric Klaus.
There was...
Shout out to Eric.
Eric Klaus and then Ray.
Ray the man that came in. Shout out to my staff, man. You know what I'm saying? With Claire in the building, First Lady, and my man Edge, the new staff member. Y'all know and love him, Nick Gaskin, and the return of the return of the Yogi, Ray Pabone, back in the building tonight, making his face known, making himself known, letting y'all know he's still here. You know what I'm saying? So listen, what we're going to do is we're going to do these shout-outs, man, and we're going to get up out of here. Starting with C-Dog. C-Dog, tell the people where they can find you, your show, all of that.
Real quick, man, C-Dog 1983 TV, man, I will be dropping a Cam Newton video. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm probably going to be this weekend, man. I just got my goddamn car back from the damn dealership, man. So I got them, I've been kind of, man.
Just got the goddamn car back.
yeah, boy, my shit, boy, goddamn rough around here. My shit was in the dealership since Friday. But real quick, man, I want to give a shout out to the whole goddamn 704 show. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn Claire, Twan, Ray Pabonius, Edge, Nick, the new guy. I don't know how new he is. You know what I'm saying? But man, I just hope everybody have a great rest of the fucking week. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a great rest of the week, man. I can't wait till y'all go live again, man. I like how y'all let everybody come on here and speak their mind and it don't be no bullshit. Oh, let me say one more thing, Twan. I like how you ain't had to address PPP about him going on live. How you went live and everything. You know, but we know some people go live just because y'all live. You know what I'm saying? You know, that sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no sucker shit over here. If you want to be around some real Panther talk, no sucker shit, fuck with 704 podcast, man.
Absolutely. Appreciate that,
and one more thing, Twan. Ain't no money grabbing over here. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't asking for money over here in 704 show. That's all I want to say, man.
We're not. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Be good. Be good. Last words, bro.
I appreciate y'all having me. Panthers fan, this is gonna be a 7 to 10 year process. Hey, shout out to me. My agent called me.
People are up 7 to 10. Whoa.
yeah. That's assuming we draft right. Let's be real. Shout out to me. Agent call. I may end up having a fight May 31st. So hey, I'll keep y'all in touch about that. Hope y'all watch me. Knock somebody out and stay pretty while I'm doing it. So hey, shout out to you.
Hey, look, strong advice. When you're going for the knockout, just imagine this Bryce Young and go for it.
Hey, Juwan, I don't want to kill him. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta knock his ass out, not kill him.
God damn.
New guy, Nicholas Gaskins in the building, man, representing Maryland. Nick,
I'm from Maryland, bro. I'm from North Carolina, bro. Get out of here.
I see you representing Maryland right now. You live there.
I live here because the Army told me I had to come here.
Okay. That's where your ass is right now.
Yeah.
You know, Army, boy. How you in the Army with that big ass beard, boy?
I'm retired, bro.
That's called retirement, bro. It's retirement.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with no last words though.
Yeah. You know, hey, I enjoyed tonight. We didn't get to everything, but you know, next time. C-Dog took the show.
He was on one.
C-Dog was yelling at everybody.
My man Edge.
Hey, y'all, I appreciate everybody being up in here tonight. Hey, if I sound a little draws up, because I've been sick for the last 2 days, so hopefully I'm over the last bit of the hump.
Get there, bro.
But
hey, Edge, real quick. You go get you a lemon, go get you some liquor and some honey. You hear me,
bro? He basically saying go get a hot toddy, bro.
And look, get you some and make it. It's some hot tea, and drink that shit. Hey, look, you gonna be sweating like a motherfucker.
It ain't no
when you wake up,
no tea, bro.
Sir, look, man, hey, look, I promise you, when you wake up, you're gonna be a brand new man. Or you can go get. Hold on, Swar. I got you, my man. Or you can go to the store and get you some eucalyptus. Get some and pour and measure out just like I say, probably about I forgot how much, man. Just put like a little bit in some boiling water and put a towel over your head and just held that shit for like goddamn 5-10 minutes, man. That shit'll open your shit the fuck up, my nigga. I promise.
I was gonna say the first part of that sounded like what my dad would call a redneck cough syrup.
Yes,
yeah, that shit worked. That shit worked though.
That man just wanted to give his last words though. That's it.
I'm trying to help Edge up, man. I'm trying to get this motherfucker healthy, dog. 100%. That's all. My bad, Edge. I'm just trying to help y'all.
See, I appreciate it, man. But why you trying to sound like my ex-wife, man? That's what my ex-wife used to do for me, bro. Come on, baby.
Oh, what am I supposed to be doing? Damn.
You do everything else.
Oh,
hey, look, we don't have time for that.
Yeah. But no, I appreciate everybody being up in here. I'm gonna try to get better and everything like that. But I'm still gonna drop those individual prospects out. Still gonna be dropping some of those out. Give me some time to do the individual videos, and I'm gonna post them out. I'm probably won't do them live, so they're gonna be pre-recorded, and I'm not gonna sound like this. All right, and there's no way I'm gonna make a 5th round pick sound like a Pro Bowler, because I don't know what type of 5th round picks we're gonna have this year.
Oh, bro,
we got 2 of them.
I'm about to get y'all the Russell Simmons.
All right, I'll
sign off. Thank everybody for coming. See you next time. Hey, go ahead, Claire.
That's kind of what I was about to do. The only thing I will add to what Twan just said is I lied to C-Dog. We do have a 6th round pick. But anyway, outside of that, Ray, it was great having you back. Shout out to everybody in the chat who joined us. Shout out to everybody who joined us on the live. Panthers Prime, Be Good, C-Dog, Eric Klaus, Ray the Man, and of course, shout out to our new host, Nick G. We love you guys.
Yes, sir.
I love you. Hey, Edge, man, go make that goddamn drink, man. I'm telling you. You be a brand new man in the morning.
You know.
I'm telling you, I'm trying to help him out, man. You gonna look, my nigga.
We trying to get out of here.
I know. I'm just telling you, gonna sweat like a motherfucker. But when you wake up, you gonna be a brand new man. I promise you.
I appreciate
Ray.
that.
Ray, please come. Hey, Ray. Ray, please, Ray. Help us out. Help me out. You saw me struggling, Ray. You wouldn't help me out.
Got it. Shout out, Nick, part of the family. Good to have you. Appreciate everybody being here. Much love to everybody. It's good to be back.
Sound like 2 people said.
Obviously, shout out everybody on the crew. Yeah.
He on that gas, nigga. That's what he on.
Facts.
Hey, Ray, you want to shout that out too?
Good to be back. Yes. Number 1 is my daughter right there. It's the basketball team. What's funny is that's not even the full team. So even just with 6 girls, they balled out. So took 3rd place, and a lot of them, this is their first season. So yeah, I was taking up a lot of my time basketball season. So it was cool
Congratulations
to be there. So yeah, I appreciate it. It was nice to be there for
hold on, which one of your daughters, Ray? Which one of your daughters?
Number 1, of course. Shout out Cam Newton.
Okay.
So it was pretty dope. So it was just cool to see just my daughter just do something like that. You know, something I've done my entire life. I still play basketball to this day. So So it was just cool to see. So yeah, that was taking up a lot of my time, and then I was going to practices and everything. It was a beautiful time. So yeah, it's off season now with that, and I got a little more time back on my hands and all that stuff. But yeah, just to keep it short, it's good to be back, and I'll definitely make myself as available as possible. And this was nice. It's good. It's definitely good to be back. I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate you holding it down again. One more time, Nick. Good to have you a part of it. So yeah, shout out to the chat as well.
Hey, real quick, man, y'all need to have a meet and greet and stuff next year, man. Word up, I got done fuck with everybody.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Man, just let me know, man. Or we'll meet up at a game or something, man. Fuck with me.
I got you. Thank everybody for coming out, man. We'll see y'all
I'm
later.
dead serious, Claire. But yeah, everybody have a good night.
Oh no, we being serious.
We know. I'm just...
On that note, man, we'll see y'all later on in the week, man. 704 Charlotte Bound Show.
We out.